I did it. We were muted for that second, but I did it.
That's good.
Yay! We're back.
What a lackluster time.
Yeah, well, jeez.
Hello. I feel like I need to re-say hi to you every time because it's
Yeah.
saying hi to everyone as
It
well.
is. We're saying hi to the general populace that is Twitch.
Yep.
On this lovely Pride Month, people, happy 1st of June.
1st of June.
Ooh.
I was about to burp in celebration, but then I stopped myself.
I love it. I love it.
Well, it wasn't going to be in celebration intentionally, but like...
You were going to make it part of the celebration.
Yeah. You just got to yes and everything.
Yeah. No, of course. Of course. That's how it be.
That's how it be.
That's how it be. We can't sing songs anymore. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. So if you tuned in last week, was it last week that a couple weeks ago?
We did it 2 weeks in a row where we sang,
we keep singing songs that are probably...
Having a good time. Having a good time.
Apparently there's like a new rule, but I think it's just for songs you play. I think our off-key, off-tempo, off everything is probably okay.
Claire, are you saying that I'm not gonna make it as a singer? Like, are you doubting my capabilities based on my displays that I have shown here?
Do you want to make it as a singer? I haven't given the verdict yet, but I just wanted to gauge. Is that...
I definitely cannot make it as a singer. That is not
happening.
happening.
That's not... I'm not trying to crush your dreams or anything.
I do like the positivity.
If you want to, maybe... Well, if you want to get better at anything, you do need a teacher, and that's with anything.
That's true.
Yeah. You know how that people say the thing about it takes 1,000 hours to get like to be a master of something?
Mm-hmm.
And that isn't just 1,000 hours of, oh, we're going into my class material now. I'm so sorry.
Everybody ready? But Professor Claire is teaching us about learning.
If you spend 1,000 hours working at the thing that you want to be better at, you can become a master of it, but you have to like be challenging yourself. So that means that you also eventually need a teacher to challenge you so that you actually are improving. But this is so unrelated.
Yes.
So basically, me saying that you would need a teacher to be a musician or a singer isn't to say that you're bad at it. That's...
Gotcha. Yes.
Sometimes I sit and wonder how we get so off track, but then here we are.
We're talking about teaching and music. It's a great time.
That's not why we're here.
Is it not? Are we not here to sing to the audience and give them our lovely vocals?
I mean, I know we talked about I should get a Twitter, but I haven't done it yet. I just manage our Twitter.
This is true. But you do a really good job of managing our Twitter. It's a great time. There's some lovely things that come out of it.
Like potatoes. It's important to me.
Yes. Speaking of our potato table, we've added a lovely table today in lieu of Pride Month. That has some just some fun characteristics that are gay.
Specifically gay.
Your stereotypical stuff, wears plaid, can't sit straight, all your fun things that we want our character that we make tonight to have.
Which, if you're new here, or you've never watched or hung out with us before, hi! I'm Claire, and I'm scared to point a direction. That's McKaylee.
That was good. That's right.
As you can tell from our name. And we are anddragons. We are a little podcast hangout time, and we walk through character creation. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat, or like if you just want to say stuff. We want this to be a nice, cool, friend welcoming, safe place. So like, say hi if you feel like it. We won't. We aren't scary.
No, we're terrifying, so be scared.
Oh, yep. That's what I meant. That is the word. That's what I meant.
Yep. No, we are good. We are wonderful. We're great. Self-positivity.
Yep. Yes. So something else is that we're building Dungeons and Dragons characters.
Level 3.
Eventually, we might. Yeah, they're at level 3. Eventually, we might try some other TTRPGs, but this is the one that we're starting with for a while, at least.
Yes, we are rolling for everything on the great character table. Woo, woo, woo. That's what it's named. I named it that. It has everything from your race, your class, your background to the first letter of your name, and it's wonderful, and I love it.
If we had a tagline, it would probably be, we don't make decisions.
Unless you roll a natural 20 on some charts, then you have to make decisions.
Which I think is a curse, but it's fine.
We'll see. Maybe we'll roll one of those. Maybe we won't. We'll find out. That's the fun part, is that we don't know what we're going to make tonight.
That's such a complicated statement to say, because I so want my dice to roll a 20, but I also don't want to make a decision, so I...
Yeah.
But it's fine. Real quick, just like we do every time, I'm going to run us through some disclaimers, because we feel like we should, just so that you know.
Just so we don't get sued?
You know, just so that
we're able to have a good time.
We're safe. I don't know the right words for the reason.
I don't either. I'm the wrong.
But maybe one day it will be important that we've said these disclaimers, and so here we are.
Might as well start from the beginning. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. First off, we love Dungeons and Dragons. However, we are not affiliated with Wizards of the Coast, which is the company that, like, makes all the source books and the information.
However, if they ever want to reach out, our inbox.
Yeah, that would be swell. But we're not affiliated.
Nope.
Also, we are young, but not that young. We're 23, so we might curse sometimes.
Fuck.
I don't know what to tell you, that we might do it.
We already did several times, probably.
Yep, and on top of that, maybe not on top of that, in addition to that, this is Dungeons and Dragons, so it's fantasy themes, but because we're doing story building as well, some of the themes might be a little heavier. Just so you know.
Some stuff, your classic orphan things, raised by goblins, all that stuff.
Yes, but yeah, so just expect a variety of themes and topics that could broach on the more heavy side. If you feel like you have to go, that's okay. Like, take care of yourselves. The way that every time I say that, I'm like, gosh, it makes it sound like we're gonna say some real heavy stuff.
The worst that we've talked about, I think, was Quilliam. Our first character was framed for murder.
I don't know if that's the worst one.
Was that the worst one? I feel like that was, because the rest haven't been, like, bad.
What about Ibit? Ibit was our grung that was abandoned by her
Her
entire
people.
society and lost a limb in the process.
Because she was on her own and she was only like 6 days old.
And then the person who took her in to take care of her.
Oh yeah,
got right there, and
that
was also just really a
she
tragedy.
had to watch him die in front of her and tell her something along the lines of like, be a good person. I can't remember what it was because she's lawful good.
Right. So, just beware, I guess.
Yeah. I guess I also talked in depth about Sven's backstory, so there's that.
That's true. We talk about our own, the characters we've played in, and all of that jazz. Additionally, please, this is a safe space. This is a space for respect and kindness. So feel free to chat in the chat, to talk in the chat.
In fact, please do. We love interacting with chat. That's our favorite part. TBH. That's mine. I don't know. I can't speak for Claire.
Make sure to be kind and respectful because it's important. Yes. Great. Do you want to get started?
Yay! I'm excited. Also, I just want to let you know I have a chicken and it will not shut up. And I just keep hearing it.
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
I can tell it's like too quiet to pick up on the mic because it's like very faint, but I've been hearing it all day, and so I know it's there. And so every once in a while there'll be a pause in conversation. I'll just hear that motherfucking chicken. I'm like,
I
damn
see.
It.
I don't have any pets around me. The closest thing I have to a pet is this handsome man. Look at him. Not the plant, the boy. The boy.
The boy. Maybe we'll make a boy tonight. We haven't made a boy yet.
Yeah. I'm so scared that this plant's just gonna, it's not the plant, it's the pot. That's my son, but also these plants are all, I have so many we're so off already. It's fine, you guys.
Cue! What's it called? Cue theme music. Ready, Claire?
Oh, what?
Let's get into it. Let's stop being off topic. Ready, set, go.
I think we're tone deaf.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was the best theme music we've ever done.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course it was. Come on.
Yep.
Okay. Lit. I love it.
All right. Well, hello, and this is look at that. We're on a different page in a different spot. It's wild. This is our character cheat. It does not have all the things on it.
But has what we need.
Has what we need as we go, because of course we are walking through this at the speed of understanding, I guess.
And getting off topic.
But yes.
Like dogs looking at squirrels.
There are many things here. We've explained this a couple of times, but we are happy to explain it again. So if you'd like for us to explain what all of the yellow bubble things are, give me some question marks in the chat. If you're not sure, or just
give us a smiley face if you're good to go, and we'll keep on keeping on. I
don't know if there's a potato emote, but
I think we should make one. That's our big mission next. Making some potato emotes.
Yeah,
that'd be a time.
I would
like potatoes.
I was, again, our Twitters it's just my thoughts. Yep. I was thinking about potatoes today. Just was. There's no other. I mean, they're important, they're relevant to this, but I was just
Mhm.
thinking about them because anytime I've ever been to like an improv show and they're like, give us a suggestion, my brain's like, potato, 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 over and over and over and over.
Mm.
And I can't think of anything else.
Nothing
Like,
else comes to mind.
absolutely nothing else. And I think there's a show that I had been to where they removed like Elvis as a suggestion, and I really think that someone should remove potato from my brain because I think about them so much. But
they're so versatile. Like, it's a good thing. I saw somebody on TikTok. There's a guy on TikTok who angrily makes candy from like the 1930s or something, or like desserts and stuff. And one that he made was potato candy, and it literally only had potato and sugar and I think butter in it or something, and that was it. No, potato, sugar, and peanut butter. And he was like, "Fuck, it's amazing!" And I was like, "Man, I need to make that now." It looked really good.
gosh, why did you tell me that?
I'm
Now I
so
have to-
sorry. I'll send you the TikTok. I think I saved it.
Okay. All right, let's get
It's really
started.
good.
We
Yes.
will explain as we go. But
Yeah.
first off, what are we starting with, McKaylee? Tell me what to roll.
Oh my god, I am so out of it. I just got home today from the lake. I don't even have my. This is my little thing that tells me what order we go in. Oh, you can't really see it. Ah, look, it's a tiny sticky note that holds the fate of this show. Okay. It holds the fate. And I almost just lost it under a pile of shit.
Truly tragic.
Truly tragic. But, okay, so we do it in this order for a specific reason, which we'll get into in a little bit. But the first thing that we're rolling for is our race. So,
Awesome.
Miss Mary Claire, if you could roll a D100.
Cool.
Yes.
I get to use these cute dice. Look at them.
Wow. They're so pretty.
I did it again, McKaylee. I rolled 3 zeros. What does that mean?
That is a 100.
My brain says, huh?
Huh? Because the 0 on the 1 number die is a 10. And then double zeros on the other is either 0 or 100.
Also, Critical Role spoilers.
Don't share. Don't say anything.
Here.
Nobody say anything. I haven't watched the last episode.
Not here today. McKaylee hasn't watched the most recent one.
I was out of town this weekend.
So just secrets.
Secrets, all secrets. I don't know what happened yet. Oh my god, Claire, I feel like something really big happened.
McKaylee, you shouldn't read chat just in case. I don't know.
I mean, normally I don't like fully am able to read chat once we get into it because I have to use my phone to look stuff up. But
okay.
Depending on what we roll.
Either way, I rolled a 100. I need to roll again?
That is a roll again because of numbers.
Okay.
What'd you get? 31 is another half elf.
Another half elf. We rolled a half elf last week.
We did roll a half elf last week. Calypso. They were lit. They had a pocket or a jacket, a vest. Wow, I can't say word. What did they have? They had a vest with 100 pockets, and it was lit.
It is lit.
It's lit. Lit, 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 lit.
I'm gonna just. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's not gonna be good.
Wait, but I have to explain what I'm singing because I'm not gonna sing it. I'll just say, look up "Deep Throat" by Cupcake. Every time I say "lit" multiple times in a row, it makes me think of the line "lick" in the song, and so I start singing it, and Claire gets upset.
Yeah. It's just because it's so much. It's so frequent that
I won't. It's not that frequent. It's like
it used to be frequent though, McKaylee. It used
to be very frequent that I would start singing "Deep Throat" by Cupcake to you.
It was so much.
That's because okay, my freshman year of college, that's like all we would listen to. Like it would be for some strange reason we'd be getting ready to go out on Friday nights or whatever, and then all the girls would turn on "Deep Throat" by Cupcake, and we'd just be singing about chopsticks, and it was like, what is happening? Why do I know all the words to this godforsaken song? So I had to share it with you so that you could understand the true immensity of Deep Throat by Cupcake.
Because I didn't before.
No.
Clearly.
Clearly. A great song.
Yep. It's so good. Wow.
Okay, let me tell you about half-elves, though, because that's what we just rolled for a half-elf.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about
Yes, so I'll tell you about half-elves. This is from the Player's Handbook, so again, wow. 2 out of 6 of our characters are from the Player's Handbook.
Yeah, the first,
4.
or I guess the main source book for 5e, 5th edition, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, which is what we use.
Yes, there are other editions, and they have different rules. I think they're pretty big time different.
I have first edition from my dad. Like, my dad had the box, like, starter set from 1979 or whatever, something like that. And I tried so hard to learn it, but the armor class is backwards, and I was so frustrated by it because you want a smaller number for armor class, and it just made me so like, what's happening?
Luckily, though, the one that we have for 5e is a little more simple, I guess, or at least it's more simple to us because that's the one we've most commonly used. And that's the edition that we're using today anyway, so.
It's the books that we have, so we're doing that.
Tell me about those half-elves.
Those elusive half-elves. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Yeah.
They have your ability score, so your charisma increases by 2. Super charismatic. And 2 other ability choices. 2 other ability scores of your choice increase by 2, but we don't like choices on this podcast, so we're gonna roll. Yeah, roll 2d6. If it's a 6, roll again.
A 2 and a 4?
Okay, so our dexterity and our intelligence increased by 1 each. I think Calypso last week had intelligence and wisdom increased, so they were all, like, intellectual. Because our character last week was a bard. They were pretty cool.
Yes.
They were pretty
College of Swords bard.
College of Swords, which I really want to play now, because that just sounds super, like, funky. Thanks, Xanther's Guide to Everything. Okay.
All of the character, like, classes have so much flair and, like, flavor. There's so many honestly, there's so many.
Yeah.
I think I'll be surprised if we ever roll a character that's, like,
exactly the same.
Almost exactly the same. If there's one difference, I'll freak out because that just would be so insane because there's so many different ways you can customize characters.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think so. We're not doing it, but I know that there is a, like, way that you can pick what kind of half elf you are. So if you're, like, half drow elf or, like, something like that, or you want to be half high elf or half wood elf, we're just doing it straight from the book because that adds a whole other layer of complication that I don't want to deal with.
There's definitely what we're showing is probably the most basic way that you could customize your character, just to, like, show how it works.
Yeah.
But if once we get to the story building part, we can maybe roll for some retroactive qualities.
Yes. I love when we get to story building. Okay. To get to story building, though, we need to put in all this dumb information. Okay. Not that it's dumb. So, half-elves mature at the same rate as humans. And they live up to or over 180 years. So, like we said last week, that's, like, not as long as elves, but it's a lot longer than humans. So, that's pretty cool. And they're generally chaotic. They value... but the alignment for your race doesn't really matter. We're going to be rolling for alignment. I'm just giving you the rundown of what it says. But, yeah. They're generally unpredictable, though, is what it says. I like that in a person.
That's nice.
Their size is medium. So their size is medium, and their base walking speed is 30 feet. So for speed, we can put 30, which is what most. Yes, that is most. Most medium creatures are 30 feet, but there are some exceptions, such as wood elves. And I came across another recently. I like making characters for fun. I didn't make any this week. I know! This whole week I didn't make any characters. Oh my goodness.
Shocking. I'm truly...
I feel so, like, dirty. Like...
What?
I haven't made any new characters in a whole week, Claire.
What does that make you feel dirty?
I just feel like I'm losing myself. Like...
Oh, okay.
Who am I if I'm not spending 10 hours a day making characters? Not that I actually spend 10 hours a day. I spend maybe 10 hours a week making characters combined, like, accumulated.
And, of course, the 3 to
4 of it is here. Yeah.
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 All right, tell me more about half-elves, McKaylee.
Jesus, sorry, I was just thinking of the last time I made a character. It feels so long ago. Okay, we also... It was during Critical Role. Fun fact.
Which was a while ago because you didn't watch...
2 weeks because I didn't watch this week's because I had a friend over and I was out of town. Okay, we have dark vision. We have dark vision. Oh my gosh.
60
feet we could see in the dark. Man, I've been reading a lot of horror stories in the past, like, couple days, which is why I haven't been making characters. I just had an idea for a character based off a story I just read.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but anyway, I've been reading all these stories. It's been so interesting when people are like, oh yeah, it's like dark and I can't see because I'm human. And I was like, D&D.
D&D, speaking into my real life.
Everything. It is funny because in the comments sometimes of like, because it's all on Reddit. I read no sleep stories on Reddit for fun. And sometimes people will say things like, man, they should have upped their intelligence stat. And I'm like, I see you, my people. My no sleep D&D people. Shout out. It's a great time. Oh, I better cry. Someone just, never mind. Okay. My brain is all over the place in this moment. Okay, as a half-elf, we have Fey Ancestry. So we have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic cannot put us to sleep. That's mostly because we also... Oh, wait, no, that's elves. I'm thinking of elves. Blah, blah, blah. I was thinking of the trance thing. Elves have trance. That's why they can't be put to sleep. So I was thinking of your character. Claire's first character was an elf ranger. And she had that whole debacle.
How original was she? So original. So original that her name was Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, I made Little John to go with you.
Well,
so.
I know, but...
A half-orc barbarian, for anyone who's wondering.
I think it fits.
I think it does, too. I love that character. Her real name was Ovok, but she went by Little John.
I feel like Robin Hood could either be... Well, Robin Hood could be anything, but if we were gonna just block them into a typical story, either human or some sort of elf, but honestly it doesn't even matter. I think I just did that because it was the they have like pre-generated characters that you can do, and because McKaylee and I had no clue what was happening.
Nope. We just knew we had to save Joe. We
just knew that D&D was cool and that we wanted to try. And so our bestest friend gave us a like
shout out is getting married. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so happy for them.
We just picked sheets, which is something you can do, of course, but I think my brain was confused because on the pre-generated sheets it doesn't like outline all of where your abilities come from and like the way that the numbers and the mechanics work. It just listed the ones that I was good at, and so it took me a while to figure out how to do the numbers, you know.
It was definitely very strange, and then I lost it, and we had to remake it in like 20 minutes, and that was so complicated.
Because we had the sheet that's like the regular one that you see if you look up a character sheet. And It was scary, so here we are teaching you now.
Yes, we want to make this process as non-scary as possible, but also we want to make really fun random characters.
It's not scary. It's just sometimes it's nice to have a friend telling you things. Yes. Like what else do half-elves do, McKaylee? Tell me.
Half-elves also have proficiency in 2 skills of our choice. So screw the word choice rolling on our table. So get a D20, please, and roll 2 D20 because we get 2 skills. Okay. I'm trying to say well and roll, and it went roll.
11 and 13.
So we have proficiency in nature and performance.
My brain just said, huh?
Huh?
Which is things that we're a little bit better at. So we'll see if that makes sense with our class.
Which I think it's really good that we got those in intelligence and charisma since we have the modifiers from this race. In that.
That's a good point.
What a time. Okay. Languages that we get. We can speak Common. We can speak Elvish. Did you ever realize? I just noticed this. I'm sorry to have this. I need to say this. Elvish, you just take off the H and you're just speaking Elvis. Like, it's right there.
I don't know what to say.
So all elves speak Elvis. I'm crying.
God.
Is Elvis a race?
I'm sure there's a homebrew monster that is just Elvis.
And he speaks Elvis. And Elvish.
No.
Oh no, I worked so hard.
Do you think that all creatures that have any knowledge of Elvish also canonically know Elvis? Is that what you're saying? Or
Elvish is just Elvis with an extra letter, so therefore the language Elvish is from Elvis.
Yeah, that's absolutely the most logical connection that anyone could make.
Obviously.
That one. Obviously, you're right.
I was just looking at it on the page, and then you were writing it, and I was like, ma'am. And it's your fault, because you mentioned Elvis earlier when you were talking about improv games.
Yep, it's me. All me. It's always been me, just trying to seep Elvis into your brain. Just, what is that called when you, indirectly... What, you know what I'm talking about? Subliminal messaging. I'm just...
Yes. Doing some Elvis. Disney shit. What's wrong with you? Are you Disney
That's
now?
what it is. I'm here to make you only think about Elvis for the rest of this episode. So, what else do half Elvises get?
Okay, half Elvis get another language.
Okay.
If this character isn't wearing a gemstone suit, I don't want him.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Okay, we get another language. So
okay.
I need you to roll a D20.
A D20.
D20. Yummy, yummy.
Oh my god. 6.
We speak halfling.
All right.
I think that's one of the first, like, normal languages that we've rolled on here. All of our other characters, every time we roll on this table, we get something like infernal or deep speech.
Did I spell halfling right? I'm
There's an L before the F and after the F.
half.
Half. Halfling.
Oh gosh, my brain. Listen, McKaylee and I, neither of us know how to spell.
Yes, it's true. This table is all on Excel, and Excel does this fun thing where it doesn't spell check, and so I'll write stuff into these tables. And then Claire will come and look at it and be like, McKaylee, what does this say?
Yeah. It doesn't say anything.
Because spell check failed me because it doesn't exist on Excel. So rude. So rude of it. But those are all of our things for our half Elvis. Our half Elvis character. I guess it's a half elf, but then it's half Elvis if you say, and it's like, it's half elfish. Elvish.
Half elf.
Half elf. Okay.
Half elf.
So that is all for our half elf. Okay, now we need to roll for background. So, Mary Claire.
Yeah.
I need you to roll a D100, please. Spicy indeed. All of these backgrounds are taken from Sword Coast Adventure Guide, Player's Handbook, Xanther's Guide to Everything, Tasha's. Wait, do they have stuff in Tasha's? I don't know. It's taken from most all source material, except I haven't added in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft yet. I meant to do that this week, and then I was out of
There's
town.
also an abundance of homebrew. I think it would be cool if we did just a homebrew character at some point.
That'd be pretty lit.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters is an ethereal Genasi, which is a homebrew. So lit. She's pink.
She's pink.
That's the best part. What?
41.
41. Ooh, we got a Faceless as our background. This one, I think, is from Xanther's Guide to Everything. Do you remember Sunny's character had this background?
Wow.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Wait, that's campaign we did. What?
Nothing. Just me thinking about Elvis.
Elvis is faceless.
I don't. Okay.
Claire, think of it.
Sorry.
We roll an E for this name, for the first letter of the name.
It can't be Elvis.
And its name is Elvis.
No, it can't be. They can't be Elvis.
Boy, girl, non-binary, this character's name will be Elvis. It'll be Relvis or Kelvis or Elvis.
Okay.
Let me read you what Faceless is.
Yeah, let me know.
Okay, so Faceless is, you are basically a superhero, kind of. You have you have dual personality, not split personality, that's the whole problem. You have dual personality, like a mask persona.
So we have a persona.
Mm-hmm. This is from Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. Yeah, so you have a disguise, literally or otherwise, as you adventure, because something is prohibiting you from being able to adventure, and so you're putting on some sort of persona to be who you want to be, which is pretty cool. The character that Sunny played in the campaign I DM'd for a short time, before life got ahead of us, they were a changeling faceless background, so they were literally another person when they were adventuring, so it was pretty cool. I loved their character. I wanted to get more into it. Maybe we'll go back to it. We'll see. Mayhaps. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about our fun proficiencies. So
yeah,
obviously we have deception and intimidation. Because, we are good at being somebody else. Like, that's our whole thing. is being somebody we want to be.
Okay.
Our tool proficiency, we are proficient in the disguise kit.
Ooh.
I've never actually in a game used a disguise kit, but I've had several characters that either had and were proficient or just were proficient in the disguise kit. And I just want to one day have that come into play. Just want to be able to do it, to use it. We get another language, so it's one of our choice. Again, we don't make choices. So, Mary Claire, could you roll another d20 and we'll see what language we get?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a thud. 17.
Roll again.
Oh,
I only have 15 languages.
10?
Deep speech. Whoa.
That's some... Who else knows deep speech?
Quilliam. Because that's where we decided what deep speech sounds like.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember?
So deep speech is the language of mind flayers and beholders. I think it's like a. I'm pulling it up. It's really weird. It's a weird. Yeah, mind flayers and beholders.
Yeah.
And so we decided it sounded like a high pitched gurgle.
Naturally.
Yes, because that's just what it's always felt like. It sounded like in my brain, and then everyone was like, "Cool." So that's it. When we play these characters, that'll be it.
That'll absolutely be it. For sure. Oh yeah. I can't. I'm sorry. Could you a little louder? Yes. I feel like I always look so bewildered when you do things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, I'm just. It's my accepting face, I guess.
Yes, you know that I'm just a fucked up weird person.
Listen, that's neither here nor there.
Okay, more about this. We get our equipment. We get a disguise kit, a costume, and 10 gold pieces.
Oh.
Which 10 is on the lower end of the amount of money you can get from your background, but it's not a bad amount. It's pretty good.
Not a bad amount.
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good amount. Most you get 15. Worst you get 5, I think.
Wait, we get a costume? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so our costume could be a part of our like I think the idea from this is like, kind of like superhero. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So our costume could be like our Batman costume or something. Like however we want it to be.
Oh my gosh. I'm really excited.
I know. This is a wild background. Okay. So, they have let's see. Okay, we're going to roll for what our persona is. Ooh. This is what our, it's called our Faceless Persona, but it's like our public face, like what we are displaying to the world.
Okay.
So I need you to roll a d6.
Okay. A 6.
Interesting. Okay. One whose beauty is greatly accented using makeup. So we wear like a lot of makeup when we're in our persona. That's pretty lit. I like makeup, as per se. That's pretty lit.
I'm gonna just combust.
Yeah, so I'm reading the rest of this. So you are your persona to
Mhm.
your fellow adventurers and the world, but you can explore the world as you can like change your persona to be your true self, but you're no longer identifiable as your persona by the people who see you like that. Does that make sense?
If that is just what I would think a superhero would be, then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does make
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
so,
like,
so you've got your like secret identity, but to most of your adventurers and your fellow adventurers and the world, you're the persona. You can walk around as your other person and no one will recognize you as the persona. But once you've revealed your true face, you can't go back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
I said I understood and then I didn't, but here we are.
I love it. Thank you for your honesty. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
Okay. That is all for the first part of this background stuff. Now we're going to do personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws, which we all get from our background.
Yes.
So, first off, could you roll me a d8, please?
Sure.
And we'll find out what our personality trait is.
A 2?
A 2. I strive to have no personality. It's easier to forget what's hardly there. So this person is a wallflower. They just kind of like try and blend in and just be there. These okay. So this is a really complicated background to have gotten because you have personality traits for yourself and for your persona. So this is for ourself.
I'm gonna highlight the ones that are our persona in yellow.
Yes. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna say folk hero. And
wait for
our persona.
Should we roll for that one?
We will. First, let's roll for our self personality, ideals, bonds, and flaws on this, and then we'll go to folk hero and we'll roll for that. We'll roll again, and so we'll have 2 sets of personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws.
Yeah.
So leave space for another round. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's super complicated. I guess we can have 2 personality traits. We'll see. Okay, roll a d6 for ideals.
I'm following you, sort of.
Okay, I love it.
Another 2.
A 2. We have lawful as our alignment. So we are security is our ideal. Doing what must be done can't bring the innocent to harm.
Security.
Yeah. They want everyone to feel safe and secure and be able to protect them.
Naturally.
Okay. Now for our bond, roll another d6.
Got it.
Ooh.
5.
I was just looking at this one and I was like, man, it'd be really interesting. Okay, I am exceptional. I do this because no one else can and no one can stop me.
All right.
Wait, okay, this could be good or bad, but we need to roll to see if we are good, neutral, or evil. We already have that we're lawful.
Okay.
So I need you to roll a d4.
All right. 4?
Roll again. I really should make you roll a d6 and do this differently, but like,
A 1?
we are good. So lawful good.
Every time you pause, my brain immediately says, "Are we evil?"
No. We are lawful good. So see, this could mean that so I do this because no one else can, could mean that like we were given these like abilities that we have to use, you know?
Listen. I was telling McKaylee before we started stream that I have been watching some anime from the recommendation of my friends and some of my coworkers as well. And it just so happens that the one I'm watching right now is very this theme.
Very superhero.
About the theme of like believing you're the best or the most exceptional because you've been given this ability.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody guess which anime I'm watching? I'm just gonna let that sit.
Damn.
No, there's not that. I mean, to be fair, I know nothing about anime, so there could be 20 superhero ones, but
I love it. Okay. Roll for a flaw. So D6.
a D6.
A D6, please.
That's a 4.
A 4. I overexert myself, sometimes needing to recuperate for a day or more.
If you were watching the anime and watching McKaylee,
oh no,
you would be convinced.
I haven't watched any animes. I need to. Maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Oh man.
Go too hard.
Okay.
Need sleeps.
Did you put no heart for their personality trait?
Oh, have you ever seen that? Yeah, Mark. That's the one. Actually, no, Mark, but that's very close. I've watched 2. It's not that one. It's a different. I'm on to the next one.
Whoa.
Sorry, I got excited because I recognize the reference, but it's not that.
Okay. I have no idea what's happening, and I love it.
No, have you ever seen like it? When you. That's a TikTok. I know that's a sound I've heard before.
Windy Woo, homecoming warrior.
When you go like, oh, you should go do that, and you just go no, and you just, you know what I mean? It's like,
yes.
So you said it's personality trait? No.
Okay.
We don't have a personality trait. That's the thing. We say no to.
I love it. What a time.
What a time.
What a time.
All right. What's next?
Yes. So I'm trying to figure out how to, because.
Should we roll for another background and of the ones it suggests we use for our persona, or is there like?
There's 3.
Oh,
it says particularly folk hero, hermit, or noble are the 3 they suggest using for the persona.
Do you want me to roll a d6?
Sure.
Do you know how you're dividing it?
Yes, I do.
2.
Okay, we're going to do folk hero then.
Spicy
indeed. Okay. So that is who our persona is. Is what we are made. Our persona is a folk hero. So, do we want to roll for all the personality traits and stuff?
Sure.
Roll a d8, please, and we will get our
Yeah, we can try and, I guess, zip through these maybe.
Yeah.
Wait, are we also gonna roll for alignment for a persona?
I mean, we can if you want to.
I think we should. That would be interesting. 5s.
I'm confident in my own abilities and do what I can to instill confidence in others.
Ooh.
So compared to our no personality person who's hiding in the background, their persona is super confident in themselves. I love that.
Spicy.
Spicy. Okay.
No, I'm not watching that one either, Mark. Is there a superhero in that one?
Oh boy. I don't know anime, so I can't contribute to that part of the conversation. Okay. We gotta roll now for our ideal of our persona. So
Okay.
roll a d6.
4.
Please. A 4.
What is it? What is it?
Are we actually making a alignment for the persona that is different from the...
Yes.
That makes no sense, though.
Why not?
Because their alignment would be evil.
Oh, what if their persona's a villain, Michaeli? We have to keep going.
But why would their persona, why would they be a lawful good person with an evil persona?
Let's just note it, and then we'll decide if it makes sense story-wise, okay?
God.
All
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean...
You're gonna have to explain it. You're gonna have to figure it out.
Bo.
So this is might is the ideal. If I become strong, I can take what I want, what I deserve.
Okay. My brain's spinning.
Yep.
So, what do I roll for the other piece of the alignment?
A D4. Or just roll D6, so you don't have to roll again.
Thanks. 5.
5 is chaotic evil.
Michaeli, I don't know how, but I really want to try.
So this character is lawful good, and they run around pretending to be chaotic evil?
Maybe it'll make sense.
Why does it say Elvis everywhere? Just out of curiosity. I noticed the first one, but then I saw a second one.
There's more than just 2.
There's more than 2? Oh, I see. Yes, there's 3. Is there 4? Don't tell me there's 4 and I'm going crazy.
I said I was going to subliminally message you, so I did. I don't know what you want.
I don't know either. Oh my god. Okay.
The first one, Mark.
I thought that I was the one who wanted the character named Elvis and you were against it, and now I'm being subliminally messaged into Elvis?
No, I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know either.
Okay. We still have 2 more things to roll for. Okay, we have to roll a d6 for the bond.
For the bond? A 6.
A 6. I wish my childhood sweetheart had come with me to pursue my destiny. That's so cute.
This is the bond?
Yeah. So their bond as a themselves is that they're doing this because no one else can. Their persona, which is a fake person, their persona is all fake. So their childhood sweetheart's not here, that their persona has. So did the persona make up the childhood sweetheart
Listen,
to make themselves
here's
give
my
themselves
here's
a
my thought.
motivation? Okay.
Here's my thought. So I'm gonna hold back until we get to the class, because depending on what class we roll, I have so many ideas. Got so many ideas. I'm not gonna say anything.
I hope it's a barbarian. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
I think
You love barbarians.
I do love barbarians. I'm playing 2 at the moment. The one is on pause, but like,
you know.
Okay. Flaw, roll another d6. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Mark. I'm so far in. 5.
Okay. Secretly,
What?
I believe things would be better if I were a tyrant lording over the land.
McKaylee, you can't. Chaotic evil. It fits. It fits.
But why is our character lawful good and chaotic evil?
We're gonna discover that later.
Oh my goodness. It's a secret though. They secretly want to be a tyrant.
That's why I put a question mark.
Okay.
Me, tyrant?
Me, tyrant? No. Couldn't be.
Couldn't be me.
Then who? Did you ever sing that song as a kid?
What?
Who put the cookies in the cookie? You know? Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Who? Then you say, Claire stole the cookie from the cookie jar. And you say, who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. Then who? And then you sing it again, and you pick somebody else.
Imagine if we were copy struck because
I'm singing that song.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That feels familiar, but in a vague way that makes me feel like I had a similar song, but wasn't exactly that.
Yeah. We just used to have, it was super cute. There were these kids when I was in like 1st grade who they were in 5th grade, and they would lead the whole neighborhood bus singing songs all the way to school, and our bus driver, Miss G, hated him. He was a part of a set of triplets, and the other 2 siblings pretended they didn't know him. It was a time. Even though they were all triplets. So the 2 boys looked alike. It was a time. Okay. That is all for our background, though. We have a background and a half.
We have a background and a half.
We do need to roll for, though, gender and first letter of name.
Ooh, yes.
Maybe we'll finally get a guy to add to all of our female and non-binary people. So that maybe there will be a guy in this adventuring party. Okay. Roll me a D4. If it's a 4, roll again, because I like the way the 4s look, and I want to use them.
A 1?
A what? Oh my god, it happened!
Is this he, him?
It's he, him! It's Elvis!
Yeah. Ah, dang it.
His name will be Elvis. Wow! It only took 6 episodes for us to get a guy. What a
Only
time.
took 6 episodes.
Oh my goodness. Here we are. Indeed. Okay. Now that we have our pronouns, we need the first letter of our name. So if you could roll a D100. So chat, we're going to roll a D100 on this lovely table of letters. And I want you guys to then come up with names for us that we'll pick after break, which is coming up.
Oh, wait. If I wiggled it and it moved, do I need to re-roll?
Yeah, roll again. But we're going to send out a letter, and then you guys send us names that start with that letter. And we'll pick after
17.
break. 17? Wow, that's so high.
What? Oh, fuck you. It's not.
It's
no.
me!
You're kidding me. What the heck?
You said 17, right? 16 through 19 is E. I can show it to you. I can look, it's right there. Is
No!
right there.
I don't.
16 through 17 is
gosh.
E.
Okay.
We did it, guys. We got a male that has the first letter E. Give me names that start with E, but if Elvis is in there, I'd be happy.
Can we roll another one for our persona name so that people can be brainstorming persona names?
I love it. So this is our... Wait, okay, so the lawful good person's name starts with an E?
I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, if we want to flip it, depending on the names we get.
Okay, so our lawful good person who is, like, shy and they're just doing their best, but goes too hard sometimes. Their name starts with, or his name starts with an E. Now we have pronouns. I gotta use them. His name starts with an E. The persona that is chaotic evil, super confident, and wants to be a tyrant secretly. Their first letter of their name starts with A.
You said the build up to that, and my brain said,
What? You gotta roll 200. I knew I was gonna catch you off guard, but I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
39.
A 39 is a J. So this is
All
for
right.
the person that he is more often than not, his name starts with a J. So if you guys could send us some names that start with E's and that start with J's, that'd be lit. We're gonna keep going, and then later on, we're gonna narrow it down to some fun names for this character and get their background, like, more fleshed out. I can't believe we rolled for a guy and we rolled for an E.
And I re-rolled my dice because they moved.
It was fate. Fate told us to do it.
Gosh.
man.
I'm gonna... This fist is gonna...
This is the best
I don't
episode we've ever had, Claire. It's because it's June 1st. Happy Pride, everybody. Pride is raining. The Pride gods are raining down on us right now. Joyous celebration. I'm so happy. Okay. We've got everything for our background. We've got everything for our race. We've got our name. We've got our pronoun. Well, we don't have our name yet. We have our letter of our name, and we've got our pronouns. We need to get our stats. Before we get our stats, we need to roll for what our class is so that we can know where we want to put those stats. Oh my goodness. So we're going to roll for our class real quick.
Yeah.
Roll a d20, please, my love.
A D20.
Yes, I have 14 classes on here. Yes, I added Blood Hunter. I just love that edgy motherfucker.
So anything above 14 is a reroll?
Yep. But if you get a 20, we pick.
Fuck you. A 5.
A druid.
I have no ideas now. They're all gone.
I know, same. I only had ideas if this was a barbarian. Now we're a druid.
I had an idea if this was a warlock. I had a interesting.
Okay, that would be a good one.
We got a druid.
We're a
Does
druid.
it make anyone upset that I capitalized the second D and not the first one?
Why did you do this?
I don't know. My brain said to. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, I gotta open up the stuff about druids. Claire, you've played a druid before for a long fucking time.
My favorite character that I have is a druid? Was a druid?
She's still alive.
She's
still
still
out there
alive.
kicking.
Yeah, she survived. Yeah, I played a druid for our Curse of Strahd campaign. She's my longest character, and I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
So much.
She had quite the character arc to me.
She really did.
Yeah.
She really did. I really liked using useless spells with her. Not useless, but like
Finding a use for spells most people thought were useless.
yeah. Like I used Feigned Death on one of my friends.
And then you pissed the whole party off because everyone was like, what the fuck is Allura doing?
Well, I didn't but chaotic good, man. She was trying to help.
It was helpful. It did work out, I think. I mean,
I think it was.
He did end up dying in there, and then we had to bring him back. Well, I had to bring him back to life.
Yeah.
It was a whole time.
Yeah. It was fun though. I had that campaign was really like
intense.
We had so many different arcs in that campaign, and they were all wild.
Holy shit. Boys' night out was the fucking best night. Alora was in my pocket as a lizard. I accidentally blew a hole in a wall. There was a girl I jumped out. The guys were getting drunk with the mayor to distract him. It was a whole time. Okay, but we're so off topic.
Yep.
As per usual. Our saving throws as a druid are intelligence.
Oh, wait, McKaylee. We need to get better at this, so I'm doing it right now. Thank you so much, Haplo, for following us.
Yay! Somebody followed us! Ooh.
Yeah!
Oh my god, the little bumblebee went. I hope it worked.
I think that it had to have.
It had to have.
I just got, and my brain said, now!
Yes. Thanks for following us. We have fun out here. So for everybody, just a reminder, I haven't seen any chat, but my chat has been slow loading. Reminder that we want you guys to participate. So.
Oh yeah, we need names.
We need our names.
We have right now we have a half elf, lawful good. We haven't picked the class or druid. Why did I say that?
Yeah, we did. Right, we literally just rolled it. You wrote it and talked about how you wrote it.
I know. I'm sorry.
God damn it, Claire.
We have a half elf who is a druid, who is the faceless background, which means that they have a persona.
They're a superhero.
So, their persona is chaotic evil. We don't know how that's gonna work yet, but the persona needs a name too. We think so. Feel free.
Everybody needs a superhero name.
If you say Elvis, I don't know if I'll scream or not, but I did cause this to happen. I'm written it so many times.
You wrote Elvis 3 times on this page, possibly more that maybe I can't see.
Possibly more.
I don't know. I'm scared. But I lost my train of thought just by saying that I was scared about the Elvis.
Listen, I don't know how this happened, but me saying the word Elvis before stream start, like really getting going, and then you thinking that Elvish means that they know Elvis.
Because no. Elvish is just Elvis with an extra letter. It's facts. And so when I looked at it, I was like, Elvis is a language. All elves, they speak Elvis.
So a logical conclusion, and then somehow we rolled for an E, and this is a guy who is Mark thinks should be named after that rocker who died in the toilet.
Yeah, God, what was his name again? I think it also started with an E. Elvie. No, that's not right. Elvra. No, it was.
If we were regular people in a regular place, this bit would be dead.
Oh yeah.
But obviously,
it's gotta keep going.
Still here.
Commit to the bit.
Okay, what were we doing? I totally forgot.
I was trying to tell you.
Tell me.
I was trying to tell you what our saving throws are so that when we start rolling for stats, we can make those our highest.
Amazing.
So as a druid,
yes,
our saving throws are intelligence and wisdom. I was hoping Warlock would have made a lot more sense since we have good charisma. This is going to be a time. I'm here for it.
Oh boy.
This is what we get when we roll random shit.
Get Elvis.
We get Elvis.
I was scared just thinking about saying the word Elvis that I was going to say Elvish because now they're the same word in my brain.
Yes. I'm so happy to have done this to you.
Yep, you know?
I mean, you
I really
perpetrated
did it
it.
to myself somehow.
You did.
I'm the one who put all these freaking subliminal messages here, so it's really my fault.
You know.
But
Come on,
I'm
Disney.
so
What's wrong with
surprised.
you?
I'm sorry.
Okay, we gotta roll. We gotta do some boring math now, and roll for our stats. So I got my pencil out.
Okay, so really quick, there are 3 ways to do this. We are doing the one with dice because of course.
Yes.
So
Because this podcast is about not making decisions and rolling dice.
Yeah. Absolutely. So for all of these 6 ability scores, I'm gonna roll 4 dice, 4d6 for each of them, and remove the lowest one. So we'll either get some pretty average scores, pretty terrible ones, but we're about to find out, I guess.
We've so far made some interesting. We've made an interesting array of like some being average, some being.
That's
super
an
good.
11.
11. Okay.
And a 9.
Okay.
And 13.
All odds so far. The fuck?
12.
What?
Oh. I thought I could do quick math for a quick amount of time.
You're doing great. There's only 2 more left.
My brain turned off. 10.
10. Oh my gosh. We haven't gotten higher than 13.
This is tragedy.
It is. This poor character.
12.
Okay. At least we got the 13.
You know.
So, as a druid, wisdom is our spellcasting modifier. With our rolls, the highest we can make it is 13.
So put 13 in wisdom.
Just so that, you know, when we level up, we can add that +1 if we get a feat, or like add one and add one to another. Why did you put the big number in the little bubble?
Listen, Nikaylee, I've come to my senses, and by that I mean I haven't zoned out and written it in the big bubble because
you have to think about it because it doesn't make sense.
Well, no thought brain says big bubble, but
because that makes sense.
Strategy brain says little bubble because these numbers aren't going to matter as much when we're playing.
I don't like it. Okay.
That's all I was gonna say.
Okay, so there goes our 13. We should put.
Sad. They're so low.
They're so low. We should put our. What else do you want as a druid? Because if you're wild shaped, like you get the physical stats from that.
Well, I mean, it depends which druid which class we have.
I mean, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet. But I mean, it doesn't really depend on that. It's just like if we were trying to be a little.
Let's make. Do you want to make another week, baby? Or
another week, baby.
Or we can put the 9 in intelligence to make it a 10.
A 9 in intelligence? Sure, we can do that.
So then it's just an even 10, so we don't have any negative modifiers.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, mother truckers.
Yep.
I started saying that as a joke, and now I can't stop saying it. It's too late. It's ingrained in my brain.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
I'm not cursing, so it's a good time.
You know? It's its own curse.
It really is. Okay. What if we put oh my god, this is so dumb. If we put the 11 in dexterity to make that a 12, and then we put the 10 in charisma to make that a 12, and then all we have left are 12s.
Okay. Wait. Oh my.
So,
Across the board.
4 of our stats are just 12.
Oh my god. This is the moment where you add these guys in.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
I
We
mean,
sure
okay, there was
are
probably better ways we could have done that,
pretty average. Look
but
at that.
pretty
Oh, wait, I
average.
forgot. There's another one right here. 10.
Yes, that's gonna be 10. We don't have any negative modifiers here, Claire.
You're right.
We're great time. Okay, then we do the maths fun time.
Okay.
Rob, who was on our stream a couple of weeks back, he had a great way of doing this. I can't remember how it was done, how he explained it, but I just like the math.
Well, think about, because this is also the part when we first played with our pre-generated sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It was more confusing to have to quickly write this part out because we were both just like numbers and there's
Why
pluses.
are we playing a game that involves math?
But never fear. Here we are now with the knowledge and fortitude to try to explain it
Yes.
somewhat better. So basically 10 is the base, so 10 is 0, like
Woo.
average. So we are of average intelligence.
Yay!
I sigh every time I have to do math, but
Oh no. I can just tell you what they all are because they're all the exact
basically
same.
Every 2 you increase or decrease is an +1.
Mm-hmm.
Did that make sense?
Yeah. So if once you go 10 to 12, it's +1. 10 to 14 is +2. If you're in the middle of a number, it's still just that plus the lower.
We have so many. And this 13 is also going to be +1. Oh my god. Yeah, so the odd numbers round down.
Look at this incredibly average character. They're just above shopkeeper in abilities.
Listen, we're not playing a superhero based TTRPG, but I feel like if we were,
jeez, there's a really good one.
We might get bonuses while in our persona. That's not the case here.
Nope.
But I'd like to think, I'd like to think that.
Yeah. No, for sure. Have hope that this character is gonna do better. Maybe this character will be rolling all natural 20s. We don't know.
That's true.
Maybe they'll never even need their modifiers. They're gonna be so fine.
They're gonna be so fine.
Oh, my God. No. This is why rolling for numbers can be a little not the best. But, we do it. Because we do it.
We do it because we do it, yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Nope, just being honest here. Were you gonna say something?
We had the same thought. So I'm gonna let you go forward with it.
Okay. I'm hoping we have the same thought because my thought is that we should go to break.
Yeah, that's what my thought is.
Okay,
too.
good, because I was afraid that if I would say we should go to break and you had a different thought, then I was gonna be completely cutting off your thought with a break.
No.
Okay.
We share a brain cell.
We do share a brain cell.
So
yes.
Something to keep in mind. We're just gonna do a short 10-minute break.
Yep.
In the meantime, though, I saw we have some awesome awesome name suggestions. If you'd like, just as a reminder, we have our regular guy name.
Mm-hmm.
We have our Faceless Persona name that starts with a J. So feel free for the persona to make it like it's our persona, so like maybe it's like has some flair or something. And then we'll pick those when we come back from our quick break while we go grab some water and stuff.
Yes, we're gonna do a quick 10-minute break. Everybody get up, get some water, go to the bathroom, do a jig, I don't know, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish filling out what our class information is and then roll on some fun tables to get some more stuff about our character.
Yeah.
more fun layers of their onion.
Yep, and it'll make sense soon enough.
Potato. Cool. See you everybody in 10 minutes. Bye.
and better than I was trying to think of an Elvis
Uh,
lyric that I could have, but it didn't. I don't know. Listen,
you know Elvis.
like subtle, very poor, subtle subliminal messages I've been sending
Yes.
about Elvis.
Yep.
I should know more about him. I
You
don't.
should. I used to work in a nursing home as a CNA, and we would put on this show that like was just Elvis concert, but it wasn't actually Elvis. It was Elvis impersonators, plural concert.
Okay,
And
so
so
like
it was-
a whole choir of Elvises.
No.
How
They
many
each took their
said
turn. They each got to go up one at a time.
Oh, okay.
It was
okay.
really cute though because I worked in the locked ward, so the place where people who are like a danger to themselves stay. It was a time. They were all very sweet. I was thinking about them today. I miss my people. But
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, my brain was like, "What are you?"
my nursing
What's
home
happening?
babies, my grandmas and my one grandpa. Cause guys don't live very long. Sorry, men. It's just a
Oh.
fact.
Right.
And yeah, but they would always be like, "Oh, look, it's Elvis," and we're like, "Sure, that's definitely Elvis." And then another guy would come on that looked
okay.
completely different. They'd be like, "Oh my god, look, it's still Elvis," and we're like, "Completely different looking guy, but yep, that's still Elvis." Is
All
great.
right.
It's very
Wow.
exciting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, I worked the night shift there one time. Let me tell you, that was terrifying. I'm pretty sure I saw a ghost. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Good.
Needed to share these things. But we should, before I forget about it, we should add that we have a +1 initiative. Because we were just talking about that.
Right.
We didn't to remember to fill in our sunflowers. We have the information
Your initiative
for it.
is just your dexterity because it's how quick you are to do stuff.
To react to things.
Because initiative is, the thing you roll when you get into combat or have to do turns for things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Sometimes words have lots of meanings, and we're here to define them.
Those are all accurate words that you just said, and I'm here for it.
Yep.
Okay. So, do we want to keep building up our class, or do we want to pick a name?
I feel like we need to pick a name because we have to start to relate to our buddy here,
To our half elf. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll read off our lovely names from both Haplo and Martian Man. We have, for the E's, Elvira from Haplo. And then Marshall, of course, is trying to name all of our characters. He's on a hunt for that. And he gave us multiple names. And he said Alareth, Elijah, Aranor, Eden? Is that how you would say that? Eaden. Eden. Eaden? And Elvis. But with an apostrophe between the L and the V.
Listen,
focus on E first. I like Elvira, though, because it's like it's almost Elvis.
It's like the D&D Elvis.
It's the D&D Elvis.
Is it? Is that can we say that?
Why can we not say that?
Well, I mean, if Elvira is the D&D Elvis.
Okay. Elvis is the real world
Do they
Elvis.
speak?
They speak. He speaks Elvis. We already established this. It's set in stone.
But does that mean that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to process the duality of having Elvis in our D&D world.
Yep.
Plus the existence of a D&D Elvis, which would be Elvira.
So Elvira maybe was like named after the great archfey Elvis, which is why Elvis is a elvish
Is
style.
Elvis an archfey?
Yes.
What?
Powerful entity that can like convey like emotion through song and captivate millions of people. Archfey.
I'm going to ask Twitter in the meantime. Also, chat, if Elvis is a deity,
Yes.
what kind of deity is Elvis?
Elvis doesn't need to essentially be like a god.
But like what does Elvis represent as a
Okay.
you know what I mean?
In
like,
the world of D&D, what kind of entity is Elvis?
He's gotta have an emphasis on like music, and
I think he's some kind of fey creature in some way. He has fey blood in him. I just feel it in my bones. That's just Elvis is a fey.
all right, well, I'm gonna ask Twitter too, because
please ask Twitter. Let me know what those lovely folks tell us, because I believe.
Am I just asking? Is Elvis they're the same? It's the same word, Elvis and Elvis.
You're never gonna see it the same again.
I typed, is Elvish a fae? Is that, I didn't send it, but
no.
heck.
Is Elvis a fae? Need to know now. No, don't say that. That's a little too aggressive. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be aggressive.
I'm putting things, I don't know.
Elvis is an archfey, and that is that.
An archfey?
Yeah, they're like powerful entities that are able to like, you know, they're part. I feel like he's in the summer court, and he is a part of the Seelie Fae.
Okay, so Elvis, every single time, I swear, I'm gonna say Elvish, and we're gonna be talking about the rock and roll man, okay?
Yep. The rock and roll man that is Elvis. Elvis the Archfey.
Elvis the Archfey in the summer court?
Yeah, the summer. I think he's in the summer court. He just feels like a summer persona, like Elvis you listen to while, like, you know, a lot of those old movies that he was in was like of like beachy times and stuff, and you know, like singing to grandma at the beach.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. Somebody to love.
With that being said, we like Elvira for his name.
Yes, name Elvira for.
I like that too because we have established Elvish. Fuck, Elvis. I'm this freaking entity.
Maybe Elvira is a distant relative because Elvira is a half elf. So maybe he's a distant relative of the Archfey Elvis.
Are you saying that Elvis is human, or is he elf?
No. On the elf side, because they have Fey ancestry.
You're right. He's an Archfey. I just.
Yeah, because he's an Archfey. Because Elvis Presley is an Archfey.
Oh my gosh.
Just listen to that name too. Like his name is so like it was
clearly
built.
It's very similar to Elvish as established. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh god. The
right,
BBEG of the campaign is going to be Elvis and all of his hairspray. Elvis and his hips.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's his persona name?
So the persona name options that we got from Mr. Martian Man before he left: Jahan, Jericho, Geronimo, and Jarvis.
These are all very good. I wonder maybe if anyone else has any thoughts on what Jacoby, dope. I think we can leave. It's a fun name to say. If anyone has more suggestions for persona names as we go through, I think we can go through the class a little bit.
Okay.
And then we can come back to this persona because having our persona have its own alignment, it's gonna give us some interesting story times. So we'll
We'll
Hold
pause
on the name.
on the J name, but Elvira is the base core person. That is the person.
Elvira, who
Is
has an
lawful
affinity
good.
for Elvis.
No, he's related to Elvis. Also, that's why. Okay.
Related? That's what you. Well, let's
Distantly,
keep
like
going.
distant several generations down, but Elvis is an entity that lives forever. So, you know, he's been around for generations. Of Elvira's
Does
family.
Elvira live at Graceland? Is that what you're saying? Is that his home?
No,
Graceland?
Elvis lives at Graceland, which is a area in the Feywild. Graceland is in the Feywild.
I'm gonna cry.
Bite me.
Oh my God.
Have you ever been to Graceland, actually? It's really pretty.
No, actually, where is...
I don't remember. I went when I was like 8.
Wait, hold on.
I have an
We're
agreement.
getting lots of names. Let's look at these.
I have Halpo agrees with me, so I'm right.
Wait, hold on. Elvira. Jelvis. Presley. Oh my God.
Presley. Oh my God. Presley, because his last name is Presley. And it's his persona. And look how you even wrote it like that. So it'd be Elvira Dresley. Like Elvis Presley.
Oh my God. Is that just the last name, or is that the persona?
That's the persona. The persona is Dresley.
This is cursed, but
this is amazing.
But I also want an honorable mention to Jelvira.
Jelvira is very good.
Oh my God.
Because it'd be
Okay.
Elvira and Jelvira. I do. See, I also, it might just be because I am a huge Iron Man fan, but I really like Jarvis. Since Marshall said Jarvis, that's just been in my head.
I understand that. That makes sense. We have to do Dressley, right?
We have to do Dressley. It's Elvira and Dressley.
Right. Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay. I think next to Quilliam Qwerty, this is my favorite name.
The fact that we didn't know what QWERTY was.
It's just the keyboard.
Oh God. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Mark. It would have been small to know about this background. I knew nothing about this background.
It's a
But
good
here
one.
we are.
I didn't really want to tell you about it
Dressley.
because it was Sunny's background, and Sunny's backstory is fucking lit, super tied into their background of being a faceless, and it's they did it
Of being a
changeling. Yeah, they're a changeling, faceless sorcerer.
Wild.
Yeah, they were a wild magic sorcerer.
They were.
That was my first encounter with a sorcerer, and I was a DM for the first time.
You know what else is wild?
What?
Druids.
Druids, man.
Bringing it around.
Bringing it around town. Okay.
Woo!
Yeehaw, mother truckers. Okay. 4. Are you fucking kidding me? Claire, guess what our hit dice is for this 6th character in a row?
Is it a D8?
It's a fucking D8. We've made 6 characters. All 6 have had a D8. Granted, 2 of them were both rogues, but I mean, goddamn.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
There are other classes have other hit dice. We only know the classes that have D8s. Like,
That's true.
I guess I'm just so used to playing a barbarian where your hit dice is d12 that I'm like, what is this dice?
You just like your barbarians.
I like my barbarians because I like to rage.
Yeah.
Okay. um. So we are doing a level 3 character. If we haven't made that clear already, we make level 3 characters on stream because that's when you get for all of your classes by level 3 you have your subclass. No matter what your level is that you get it.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's 3. But we're going to do our hit dice for our level 3 character. So
our hit points.
Our hit points. So our hit dice is an 8. So at level 1 we get max on the hit dice, so we get 8 plus our 1 constitution.
Average. Woo! I mean, we're less. We're more than average.
We're more than average. That's pretty good.
We're a little bit.
I have definitely played characters that have not had any constitution and gotten like very bad rolls. Okay. So 9 then, and so for level 2 we have our 9 plus a roll.
Okay. Come on, bud. Please don't roll a 2. That would suck.
You've rolled a 2 every single week.
Are you
using the same dice?
No. 5.
Nice. A 5. Wow. Okay. So that's 5 plus our constitution of 1. So that's pretty lit. Oh,
so
I had to burp. 15.
This is also something I didn't realize you were supposed to add constitution to every single time at first. And I was like, why do I
have such low hit points?
5. Okay.
Wow.
Pretty good.
That's straight up average.
Yep. That is. Listen, we're playing a slightly above average character naturally. Yeah, some DMs, our DM that we play with together, she'll normally have us use the average and just go with that instead of rolling. Because sometimes, you roll a 2 every time, and then you don't have very good hit points. Sometimes you roll a 2.
Sometimes. Okay, are you ready, Mary Claire, for our proficiencies as a druid?
Oh, yeah. Oh, also, this character sheet looks totally different than the other one. Not totally, it just has different stuff on it.
Whoa. Because
we've moved along, but we're gonna go back and forth between them.
Yes.
But just that's why it's blank. It's not blank, it's a new page.
It's a new page. We got back and front of our character cheat page. It's not. They're side to side.
They're side to side.
If we print them out, we should make them back and front, though. I think that'd be very nice.
Okay.
I just love printing things at Office Depot. It's very, very satisfying.
Yeah. Printing is so fun.
It's very fun, because then you make something, and then all of a sudden it's on paper, and then you can fold it up, and you have a zine that looks like it's really normal, but then when you unfold it, it's a dick.
You say things, and then you just leave the context out, and that's great.
It's a wonderful time. Okay, so our proficiencies. I mean, I could give the context, but, it's fine.
I'm just sitting here, I don't know.
I'll leave it. It's a mystery.
Okay.
Unless you were on last week's stream, or you go watch last week's stream. Wait, no, week before. I don't know. I go extra with my characters. I have to talk about it now. Fuck.
We don't only play D&D. We also play other TTRPGs, which highly recommend, by the way.
Monster of the Week and Monster Hearts are the ones that we're currently playing that are fucking lit. And what are the Monster Hearts? Your monsters in high school. It's basically Vampire Diaries, kind of, and it's lit. There's literally a move where you roll to turn someone on.
Yep.
It's lit. So my character is running an art club, and I made zines for all of the players.
And she mailed them to us because we're in a panorama.
We're in a panorama, and we can't actually do things. But it's so cute. Look at that. Wow.
Open it up all the way.
Okay.
All the way.
All the way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you ready? You ready for this amazing? It's not supposed to be open this way, but when it is, it's wonderful. Let me tell you, I ran into Office Depot and ran back out real quick so that no one could see that it was me that ordered it, because they just leave it at like a checkout station.
Tragedy. Anyway.
It's a great time. I love printing shit though. Oh boy. My heart is full. Okay. This is a great time. Now, we gotta talk about the Druids, finally. We gotta talk about it. Okay. We gotta. Okay. Proficiencies. We are proficient.
Is that where we were when we got off track?
Yeah, we've barely gone anywhere. We've gotten so off track.
Proficiencies.
Yes. We have them. Okay. Armor. So for our armor, we have light, medium, and shields. But because we're a druid, we only use like wooden stuff. We don't use armor or shields made of metal. So we cannot get the heavier armor. Did you say
wooden shields?
Yeah, like wooden shields.
We're proficient in wooden shields?
We're proficient in shields in general. Okay. We just can't use metal shields. So I just say wooden. I just always put wooden shields in mine. I've only made a couple of druids because they're so fucking complicated, because you gotta pick your new spells every day. Like, I'm not about that life. I just want to, like, cut something's head off and then rip its organs and wear it as a necklace. Like, come on, man. Keep it simple.
And with the context thing, you know, sometimes I'm just like... or, like the idea of talking about D&D and, like, having some regular person walk by and you're, like, wearing their body parts around my neck is a little suspicious.
That's true. It's
great.
It would be a time.
But we're proficient in shields.
We are. Shields are great because they add +2 to your AC.
Yeah.
If you have them, highly recommend using it if you're not like two-handed weapon. Okay, for our weapons though, we got a fucking list. I hate it when they're listed. It doesn't just say, like, simple or martial weapons. Are you ready, Claire?
Okay.
Okay, we got clubs.
Oh, man. This is why this is the character I've played the longest, was a druid. The part of the character sheet that has proficiencies, I couldn't fit everything. I was confused, and I realized that not all the classes are like this.
Nope.
Anyway, clubs.
Yep. We got clubs. We got daggers. We got darts. We got javelins. We got maces. We got quarterstaffs. I love a good quarterstaff. I made a monk character most recently that has a quarterstaff. I think monks just need quarterstaffs. Like, unless you have a specialized weapon, just use a quarterstaff. And then we have scimitars. We have sickles.
Abbreviating them at this point.
We have slings. And we have spears. Well,
we have sickle. Is sick an appropriate abbreviation for sickle?
You know, I don't know the answer to that question for you, so
And it have to be.
Okay, I guess that's what we're doing now.
All right. Tell me more.
Okay, we have proficiency in the herbalism kit. Herbalism.
You know, pronunciation is also not our forte.
Beep, beep. I know. You know, okay. A couple weeks ago, we were talking to a kid from Germany, and shout out to them if they're on here. I don't know, they're probably asleep. It's late. We were talking to them, and I was telling them about how, like, I went to some place, and then I looked it up, and I was like, I mean, I have 100% been to Germany, and I was right about Heidelberg is in Germany, but I did tell them I went to somewhere else, and I looked it up, and that's in Austria, and I was like, man, I don't know shit. I'm not smart.
Well, you looked it up, and then you learned it, so...
And then I learned it, yeah. It was,
now we...
Salzburg, right? Yeah, Salzburg. very pretty. I would, because we took a train and we went to Austria and then we went to Germany, and it was all in one trip. And we also went to Paris, and this was my high school graduation trip that I did with my friend.
I think it's also much easier to travel to different countries in Europe because it's like the transit system is it's less complicated than.
It's amazing. We crossed through like 3 countries on train, and it was just like, wow, we just went to a whole new country, and like nothing changed. It was wild. And then meanwhile, here in lovely Texas, we're driving for like 10 hours, and we're still in the same fucking state. So,
yeehaw,
yeehaw, mother truckers. Oh boy. Man, I'm gonna be driving again in the morning. It's gonna be a time. We love it. Okay, Claire.
Yeah.
We got more skills. So I need you to go back to our other page because we get 2 more skills, but I have to see what we already got. So this is why we do our race and our background before we do our class, because our race and our background generally will give us like already picked skills, and so this way they don't overlap and we can have as many skills as possible, because sometimes you always have options in your class, and we want to make sure that those options aren't ones that we're already going to just automatically get from our background or race.
Yes, smart.
I've made lots of characters. I've done the research. Okay, so we already have, okay. Yeah. So I guess the only one on this list that we already have is nature.
Nature.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D8. If it's an 8, roll again, please. And thank you.
4.
A 4 is going to be medicine.
Okay.
Medicine. That's pretty good.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. Rude, I guess. I don't know.
Yes. I mean, so far in our group that we have, in our 5 previous adventures that we have made, we don't have a healer among them, so...
that's a good point. Yeah, we at some point we'd love to of the characters we've made, we'd love to play them in like a one shot or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, none of them are healers.
Yes,
but
which
Druids
actually
have healing, which is
they do.
And our bard, I guess, could have healing.
Bards and artificers also can get cure wounds and healing word.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I don't know if artificers get healing word, but they can get
roll
cure wounds.
Again?
Yes, roll again. Roll a D6 this time because we have 2 lists.
Okay.
Yeah.
6.
6. Fuck, I gotta do counting.
Ah, shit.
Survival. I should have realized it would literally be the last one on the page. It's survival.
Oh. Listen. Just because
logic
we know things doesn't mean we have smarts.
Yep.
You know,
street smarts.
Counting is hard. Anyway.
Math is... Jesus. There was a time in my life, several years ago, that I decided I wanted to be a math teacher. That time, no longer here.
Yeah.
We're not doing that anymore. Jesus.
You know. What's next?
What's next is equipment. So go back to our other page.
Oh, I'm just trying to update our name.
Oh.
I want to make sure I spell it nice and correctly because it's so very good.
Distant relative of Elvis, Elvira / Dresley.
I am just so happy and also confused, but it doesn't matter.
It's a great time. It's a wonderful time.
All right, equipment. What do we have?
Okay, I need you to roll. Oh shit. Hold up. Sorry, I got a table for this and I closed it like a dumbass.
Tragedy.
I know. It's dumb. Okay, roll a d4 to see if we get a wooden shield or any simple weapon.
4?
A 4, we're gonna get a simple weapon. So now roll a d20 to see what simple weapon we get.
A 7?
A 7, we get a mace. Are we proficient in a mace, actually?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. Okay. I just realized, that would be bad if we got something we're not proficient in. Then we gotta roll again.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, now we get a scimitar or any simple melee weapon. So, roll another d4, please.
I just want everyone to know I moved my trash can away from throwing distance because last week I threw my D4 into the trash.
Yes.
Anyway. 1.
We have a scimitar. Woo!
Oh no, I have to look up how to spell it, so I'm not.
Oh my goodness.
I just don't know.
You can do it. I believe in you. It's gonna be fine. We can spell sometimes.
Less likely.
Scimitar.
Why are you? Go say some other stuff. Draw the attention away.
Okay. I don't know. It sucks that we don't have a shield. I really always like to give, if there's an option for a shield, I like to.
Oh yeah,
that.
It does suck a little bit, but maybe. But
yeah.
You know what? It sucks a little bit, but it also makes sense because we are confident in our persona. So anyway,
that's true.
Yeah, D4s are probably my least favorite dice, mostly because if I step on them, I think I'll cry harder than if I stepped on a Lego.
I am super superstitious, and I rolled before stream, and most of my gay dice made it through. That's my D4 gay.
Of course they did. It's Pride Month, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have these sharp edge, or is that what they're called? Sharp edge?
Yeah, yours are terrifying.
Look at how that would be so. I would be so in danger.
That would land you in the fucking hospital.
I don't know if I was showing that. Okay, yeah, I was.
You are.
I don't. Scary.
Scary times.
I poke them every once in a while with my finger to remind myself how sharp they are.
Ouch.
They're very sharp. Anyway.
Yeah. Jeez. When I was at summer camp when I was little, I accidentally stepped on a rock and cut my whole bottom of my foot open. And I didn't notice because I was in such shock because it was such a deep cut that I kept walking. And then someone stopped me and was like, "Hey, I think you're dripping blood." And I turned around and there was like 10 bloody footprints behind me.
Tragedy. That's
and it was the first day of summer camp too. It was so sad.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
They are very sharp.
Yeah.
They are
so soft. I don't have any sharp ones.
You know, they roll differently than all of my other dice because they don't have a rounded edge. So
I don't do the slow tilt.
If I you know there's like the different ways that you roll. You can either throw or drop. If I drop these, they almost fall exactly how I drop them.
Yeah.
They roll one time.
That's wild.
I don't know how that makes me feel, but there it is.
Wild.
All right. We have more equipment as our druids.
Those are the equipment that we pick from, but choices. Ugh, who needs them? So then there's some that we automatically get, which is our leather armor, which is we get 11 plus our dexterity modifier for our AC, so we can fill in our AC now. Which is only 12. But let's go. Our whole party is super we're super squishy. I think last week our bard was 11 AC.
Yeah, but it's alright.
They're all gonna die and it's fine.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be here then the next week, making a whole new character.
Maybe one day someone will have 15 or something. That would be crazy.
That'd be pretty awesome. Jeez.
Listen, we've been rolling pretty average for the modifiers, but one day one day we'll roll really fucking high.
I mean, we did I think Quilliam had like 17 for one of his things, but then he did have like, or they did have a 8 for another one. So
Just
it balanced out.
roll the dice. Anyway.
Roll the dice.
Druid.
Okay. Yes. So we also get an Explorer pack. So for this one, we don't get to pick between packs. We just automatically, we get an Explorer pack. That's it. No choice. Done. And we also get a Druidic Focus.
Oh, yeah.
Which I have a table to roll for.
Love to hear it. What do I roll?
Roll a d4 so we can find out what Druidic Focus we get. There's 4 options from the player's handbook that I'm using. You can also probably like customize this shit. A wooden staff.
Okay. Wooden staff.
Yeah, like
My brain
wizardly fun stuff.
Staff.
Ooh. Nice, nice.
What were the other options? Just out of curiosity.
Sprig of mistletoe, a totem, or a yew wand. Do you know what Alora had? Or did you pick anything?
I think a totem. Or like a bundle of things.
Yeah.
It wasn't a staff though. I'm just trying to think about how our faceless background comes into play with our focus. You know what I mean? I'm just the story wheels are turning over here.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Where are they
is
going?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's true. I mean, it is almost time to start like fleshing out this backstory. So like, you know.
Yes. Tell me more about druids.
Okay. So we got all of our equipment stuff. Now, as a druid, we know Druidic.
Oh, as a language.
As a language, kind of. It's a secret language of druids. So only druids know it. You leave hidden messages. Yes. You can't decipher it without magic though if you don't know it. If you see a cipher or like a hidden message, you can spot the presence with a DC 15 perception check, but you can't decipher it without magic.
Unless you know it.
Unless you know it, yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then, as a druid, we get spell casting. Wow! Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk that?
Who would have thunk that this druid would cast spells? So, we get 2 cantrips at level 1, which I think then you still have the same amount.
Which for spells stuff, we aren't picking or like rolling to pick the spell options because there are so many.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if we eventually play these, I think we could definitely like go through that process. Whether it's rolling or choosing.
Yes. For sure. No, if we do, we want to get together some friends or other podcasters to play a game at some point using some of the characters that we build. We'll probably have the player on at some point to like flesh out what spells they pick if you're into that stuff. Helping them like flesh out the more minute details that we are not doing now.
Yeah, just because there's a lot of options, and I don't know about you when you're picking like spell casting stuff, but I feel like sometimes I pick spells based on story, like backstory stuff. Just because for me personally, I love to like center the character around the story. So that might influence the cantrip that I pick, which sounds so I don't know. It makes sense to my brain if they all like kind of connect in a way.
No, for sure.
Yeah. All right. What else?
So at level 3, we have 4 first level spells and 2 second level spells. But you change the spells that you know every morning. So you can know Cure Wounds one day and the next morning decide you don't need it and pick something else. That's something that is used for clerics. Clerics, druids, and artificers all do that with their spells. A lot of other spellcasters, you'll have, like, you just know the spell. Then you don't have to think about it ever again. You just always have it. So, that's where these are complicated. Yes. So 4 level 1 spells, 2 level 2 spells, 2 cantrips. Yeah. And then our wisdom is our spellcasting modifier. So, are you doing... Oh, no! Oh, no! Hold on. It's okay. It's all okay. It should be okay now. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties over here.
My device got yeeted, but not me.
Nice. Last week you got yeeted, so I would say this is a step up from that. Because you and your device got yeeted last week, and it was just me.
She's all alone.
Michaeli's all alone. All by myself.
I don't know if we get strucketh from any of these wonderful renditions.
Yay.
Oh no.
Yeah. You're freezing a little bit, but it's okay. It's all good.
Okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. It's all
Okay.
good.
Are you ready
Are
to
you
get
ready?
back?
Ready, Freddy? Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready for some transition music?
Yeah, I am.
Folks at home, are you ready?
Michaeli, just go.
Are you singing the Jurassic World theme song?
Yes.
Okay. I dig
My
it.
brain says that nothing else exists.
Yes. So for anyone
That's
who
the
said,
only-
what the fuck just happened? We don't have a theme song. We make it ourselves.
Yeah, we make it ourselves.
Because we're innovative.
We are so
Yes.
innovative.
Oh my goodness.
We are innovation incarnate. Nope. Anyway.
Fuck yeah. No, stick to it, Claire. Stick to the bit.
Okay.
We are innovation incarnate.
All right.
Am
I right?
My brain. Okay, yes. We use wisdom as our spellcasting modifier, and our proficiency at level 3 is 2. So, therefore, our spellcasting DC, which is the number that you have to beat for area effect spells or things like that, things cast against you, that is going to be 8, plus our proficiency bonus of 2, which is 10, plus our wisdom modifier.
Oh, that's right. I'm too excited. 11.
11!
Wow!
That really sucks.
Woo! Elvira Dresley! Woo!
Let's go! Okay. So that's their DC. Their attack modifier, which is what you add to spell attacks, is going to be our pro bonus plus our wisdom bonus. So, plus 3.
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh, no. Oh,
I love
boy.
to see it.
Love to see it. It's
Love to
amazing.
see it.
You know what I was just thinking? I was like thinking of whoever plays this character, they have to do some fine ass makeup, and I want to see it.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Because one of the things that we
That's
rolled
yeah.
as their personalities, that they're gonna have some fine ass makeup.
is that beauty is accentuates and increases there.
It's increased with, so their persona, they like to wear makeup and to increase their beauty. Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Man. God, maybe he has a beard and wears some fine ass eyeliner. That's my favorite look, is the bearded men with makeup, like fine ass makeup, like David Bowie style. I like that idea, but also more like the modern looking like dude, your modern dude.
Oh my gosh. Hapo totally predicted what you were gonna say.
Yeah. it'd be that's just
yeah, like David Bowie style.
It makes me so happy. I think I would die. I'm ready for this character. I don't know who's gonna play it, but I'm ready for him.
Every week I fall in love.
Every week. Gosh. So that's our spell stuff. Spells, mystical energy. Woo. Yes. So we also get woo. So we can cast druid spells ritually if it has a ritual tag.
Oh, okay. We have ritual casting.
Yep, but just druid spells. And then, we got our focus. That's pretty lit. And then at level 2, we can do the most lit part about being a druid is wild shape.
That's a pretty cool part.
Ooh, you can be whatever animal you want to be based on some restrictions per level.
Depending on, I guess, your DM, it's either like animals that that you've likely seen before, because how else are you gonna shape into?
Yes. Yeah,
I know that it's wild shape, and that's I know that it's for wild shape, and that's for animals. But just imagine if we're stretching the bounds of the rules a lot, so much, we could become Elvis Presley. But I'm just
Elvis Presley is not an animal, though. He's a fey being.
But like, just imagine for a moment that we could embody Elvis with wild shape. I know that that's not. I know that I wanted to throw it out there.
I love it. I appreciate it. We're here for it.
Oh my gosh, yes, Elvis Presley's dog. We could.
Didn't he have like
specifically the dog.
Specifically.
That dog. Of course. Anyway.
Obviously. Yeah, so we get to do that. There's a lot of like stuff that comes with that. That's like, you can't cast spells. That comes at like higher levels. You get the beast hit points and hit dice, and you take on their strength, dex, and constitution. So that's why it's kind of okay that we don't have that great of strength, dexterity, and constitution, because we can just wild shape and be strong.
I didn't understand for the longest time of playing a druid is that you get your like mental stats, but then you don't. But then you take the physical stats of the creature. Every single time, someone had to be like, "Hey,
you still smart." It's different from the spell polymorph will change you completely, like all 6 of your stats, and so then you will be a dumb little moth eating a curtain. But if you're
the niche reference right there.
Is it that niche? We're in the D&D world. In the D&D world, I feel like everybody watches Critical Role.
Watch Critical Role.
Yeah, if you don't, that's what that reference was from.
Miscellaneous Critical Role ads in this podcast.
Also, no spoilers, though. I haven't seen the last episode.
Yeah, no.
Don't say anything.
We're in danger every time we bring it up this episode.
I know, but I can't help but bring it up. It's my favorite show. It's my inspiration for life.
Okay.
Okay. That's everything for Wild Shape. Pretty much.
I wrote down none of it, but
it's okay. We just talked about it, and that's all we
That's
need.
A good point. And for any of the things I've written down that I haven't expanded on, that's how I personally write my character sheets out. But I always make myself look them up at least a couple times especially if I plan to use any of the things.
Yes.
I know.
It's always good to, right before a session, just read through what you have, because I always forget shit. Like, we'll start the session, and the session will end, and I'll be like, oh shit, like, I could have done that this whole time, like, damn it.
What else do Druids have?
So, at level 2, this is all at level 2, so level 1 we get spellcasting and druidic, that's it. Level 2, we get wild shape and our druid circle.
Ooh.
Which this is the subclass for druids, essentially. It's called Druidic Circle. And we are going to, obviously, we're going to roll for it. So, I need you to roll for me, please, a D8. If it is an 8, roll again. I have 7 circles that we can get from, that are from Xanthers, Tasha's, and the Player's Handbook. 4?
Yep.
Is Shepherd.
Ooh.
This is this is from Xanthers Guide to Everything, the one written by a mobster beholder. If you don't believe me, look it up. My favorite fun fact.
Oh my gosh.
Underground mobster beholder writes a book about all that he knows, and that is Xanthers Guide to Everything. But yeah, the Circle of Shepherds, if you watch Dimension 20...
God, I can't spell. I really... Heck.
Oh no. Kugrash was Circle of Shepherd Druid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
From the Unsleeping City. That's what it was. Very good. Highly recommend. Yes.
Batman! Yes.
Oh god. I love him.
Wait, hold on.
Yes. Speak words.
This makes sense because not only do we communicate with spirits of nature, but that includes spirits of beasts and fae. Therefore, we can ask Elvis Presley
because we speak
for 8. Do you get what I'm saying? We can.
A herd of
himself,
Claire.
The man himself.
A herd of Elvises come, and we shepherd them. I'm gonna die.
Do they all only say like Elvis catchphrases like "I'm all shook up" and stuff like that?
Yeah. Thank you very much. That's all they say.
Can you imagine like a cacophony of that?
Thank you. Walking
towards like there's no attacks. It's just that, it's a
mental thing. Their whole attack is mental.
Psychological.
So it's psychological warfare from a herd of Elvises.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we also.
What?
I'm
oh my gosh, Claire,
also looking at the thing, and we can write in Sylvan.
Yes.
Which. Just enforces the.
Yep.
It would be a deep layer of hell, of course.
The best layer of hell.
But it's one of them.
Is there a best layer of hell?
We get Sylvan though, because we get
yes.
Speech of the Woods.
Yes. So animals can understand our speech. We also know Sylvan. We don't get friendship with beasts though. We have to curry favor with them, as you would any NPC.
That makes sense.
So you can like talk to them to their intelligence level. Which, most beasts aren't that smart. I would say that an Elvis, though, has a level 20 intelligence. But, the Elvises are just 20 all around.
Are you making... Is that really what... Is that what the creature would be called if we were to homebrew Elvis as a archfey deity?
No, because, archfey are their own individuals.
What would the followers be called?
I think,
what are the followers of Elvis?
Elvis is just Elvis. Elvis the Archfey. But then Elvis has little, like, mini Elvises that are, like, spawns. Okay. His creations that run around.
Now, tell me
Graceland.
an established Archfey, and tell me who their followers are so that this, like, makes logical sense with, you know. Because, of course, we're only talking about logical things here.
I don't know who his followers are.
Well, I guess that would mean that
Elvis knows Hearsome. They're friends. They're buddies. They play poker. It's a great time.
Hearsome is the Archfey that, like, more or less abused my Druid character.
Emotionally abused her.
Yep. I was totally all right with it, though. That is very important to note. I was having a great time.
Having a great time. Your character was just being emotionally manipulated.
Yeah.
By an Archfey named Hearsome.
Yep.
There's also the Archfey known as Artagan.
You're right.
Just saying.
So are these, like, sprites? Are they Elvis?
Yeah, they're little Elvis, but they're more like brownies, you know? Like, they just are, like, you know, running around doing their thing.
Oh my gosh. This is a lot.
We're doing too much world building. We don't even know.
Yeah, listen. It's kind of important.
We gotta do character building before we do world building. Like,
you know.
You know.
Times it happens at the same time. Let's talk more about these Circle of the Shepherd.
That'd be
Druids.
Great. Yes.
Yep.
Cool. So
you get a spirit totem too.
Mm-hmm. Which is lit. You can call forth the nature spirits to influence the world around you. So a bonus action, you summon a spirit, and their aura of 30 feet does some beneficial things for you and your allies. It's for 1 minute. You can only do it once per short or long rest. Right? Once per short or long rest? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not around you specifically. It's somewhere, a point that you can see within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So you can choose the center point.
Yeah.
Well,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So there's 3 different types of spirits. One is a bear. Obviously, we love bears.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. And
what bears?
You get might and endurance. And you get temporary hit points, 5 plus your druid level, so they would get 8 at our level right now. You also get advantage on strength checks and saving throws. But you have to be in the 30 feet. So if you're not, then sucks to suck, I guess.
Yep.
Then there's the Hawk Spirit. So it aids you and your allies with keen sight. So you have, if they make an attack roll against a target in the aura, you can get advantage on that attack roll. Also, you have advantage on perception checks. So that's lit.
Cool.
Lit times. Lit. And then the unicorn. Let's go. I love it.
Woo, unicorn!
You and your allies, you get advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures. If you cast a spell that restores hit points in or outside of the aura, each creature of your choice in the aura also regains hit points equal to your druid level. So if you yourself cast a healing spell, then anyone who's inside, or you pick somebody who is inside to get the healing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty lit. Very helpful.
Yeah.
Love it. Thanks, Elvira, for his wonderful contributions to the world. that's
You know it.
That's all you get at second level, and then
Yeah.
you don't get anything else, anything fancy at level 3 as a druid.
Yeah.
So that's everything for building our character, minus some important things that we gotta do. Claire, do you want to introduce?
Okay, I was like, are we on the same page?
We are on the same page. We're always on the same page.
Okay, well, anyways, this isn't the best part. We've already had the whole thing has been the best part.
I was trying to think of what the best part was, if this isn't the best part, and then if that's... Never mind. Continue.
Something that we, when you're thinking about backstory building and like story building for your character, we wanted to try and think of some ways to help not only continue rolling because we love to roll our dice, but also to help just some random traits and stuff. So we invented our potato chart, which McKaylee knows is what the acronym. It's not just a potato. It's specifically
personalized obscure traits about tenacious onions.
Because
our character is an onion. They're built of layers. And we're adding to those layers with the potato.
Because we are ogres. And ogres have layers like onions.
Yes. Logic.
It makes so much sense, right?
Yeah. No, it makes.
But yeah, so we have this table. It's over 100 things. It has like 200 something on there. It's just our random thoughts. It's the most random like traits and qualities that a character could have, just so that we can kind of riff off of for story building, because we know it can be weird sometimes, or like you don't know where to go. I mean, obviously Elvira has so much to build off.
He's got a lot going on already, and we haven't even rolled on this table. But we're gonna add some fun things, such as our past characters. Some of the things has been that they're albino. They use leaves for all utility items. Is deathly afraid of the ocean.
Yeah, they've got like a prosthetic, or they have a...
That one was from our Star Wars table.
Yeah, we had an episode on May 4th.
May the 4th, we had an extra table, which today we do have an extra table that is Pride related for June.
What could be on that table?
What could be?
Let's find out. You want me to roll? Okay.
Roll a D. 100, please. We'll roll on the potato first.
Okay. Normally we do 3 traits for the potato.
For the potato, we'll do 2 potato traits and 1 pride trait.
Okay. If we want more, we can do more.
Yeah, it depends on what they are.
53.
53 has 2 different colored eyes.
Oh, cute.
I like that a lot. I feel like that fits with my scrunchies and my makeup. I just knew.
Also, we're faceless, so we have a persona, and maybe that is when we were younger, maybe we were like,
we only had one.
No, we had 2, and so we were like, I could have a persona. Like we grew into we don't start with a persona as a child.
Well, yeah. No, I'm just wondering where the eyes tie into this.
Oh, like there's 2 eye colors, so that was like maybe the first time we were like,
I'm different.
I could have a persona. I don't know. I'm just BSing.
I love it.
I'll roll again.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Wow.
I feel pretty neat. What is it?
I wrote this one as a troll.
What did you write, McKaylee?
Has never seen a bird before.
Okay.
They're a circle of shepherd druid. They have to.
Oh, we don't have to.
How have they not seen a bird?
We'll get there.
Okay. Some of these are really dumb.
What do you mean? We've never seen. Oh God, am I rolling a d10 for the other one?
Yes, I have to go to that table. Yes. Please, ma'am, for our third trait on our pride table.
Number 3.
Number 3. Where's plaid?
What?
Woo!
Explain why that's on the pride table, McKaylee. I just want you to explain it. I know maybe it's known.
I'm going to say, because of the one that they rolled, because they rolled plaid, this person is bisexual. It is a stereotype that bisexual people and lesbians, and not as much gay people, mostly bis and lesbians, wear plaid. So now our D&D character wears plaid too.
Do you think that Elvira wears plaid, or is it part of Dresley's costume?
Think
About that.
Yeah. Roll a D4, Claire, to see which one. If it's odd,
okay.
it's like, Elvira.
Yeah,
if
D4.
it's even, it's Tresley.
Are you making charts off the cuff?
I am.
A 1.
A 1, Elvira wears plaid. Because Elvira likes to blend in and is like shy and like doesn't want to seem to have a personality. So they're just wearing their like simple plaid like jacket and just like sitting in the corner. They're
Very
just
good point.
chilling.
Okay. So we have everything, right?
Yes. Stu has 2 different colored eyes, has never seen a bird before, and wears plaid. I kind of want to roll for one more on the potato.
Okay.
Let's do it. Because 2 of our things are about what they like look like. I want to see if we can get another like personality thing.
I think that's a 9. 91.
A 91.
Yeah, that is.
Man, if it was a 9, that's an interesting. Is an optimist.
Okay.
I like it. I think, both personalities are optimistic. I think if you're an optimistic person, you're just optimistic. It bleeds through to your persona.
Okay, so we have all of our things, right?
Yep.
All right, let's review what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Try and come up with a little backstory. All right. Elvira and Dresley.
They're it's 2 separate like personas.
Okay.
Like, I hate saying persona over and over. It's like cloister.
We're a circle of the shepherd druid.
Mm-hmm.
We're half elf.
Yep.
Elvira is lawful good.
Oh my god.
Common.
That doesn't make sense.
Hold on.
Okay.
We speak common. We speak elvish.
Also Elvis.
We speak halfling. Deep speech. Why do we speak deep speech? Let's think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Druidic and Sylvan. We are faceless, which means we have persona.
Mm-hmm.
Disguise. We are good at being disguised. Yep. We like to wear makeup to accentuate their beauty. Our beauty is accentuated by makeup.
Yes.
So on here, the highlighted ones are like the persona traits, flaws, bonds, and ideals, and then the other things are not. So on the Elvira side, we don't have a personality.
No.
Our ideal is security. We believe that we're the best, but our flaw is that we go too hard. So we care a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're optimistic. We think that it'll turn out okay.
I think Elvira is super sensitive. Like, Elvira is the very, like, sensitive side of this person, of him. And I don't know if I should call him Elvira or Dresley. Like, which is... I guess if he goes by Dresley all the time. Okay, but as Elvira, he is, like, I feel more sensitive and more of a, like empathetic person.
The people who know him as Elvira are, like, sensitive boy.
Yeah, sensitive baby boy.
Okay. And then on the Dresley side...
Confident. Might. They want to be a tyrant, maybe. Their childhood love is not here.
So that's the thing. Do we have as Dresley, did we come up with like a hero? I can't speak. A hero.
Like backstory.
What's it called when it's not the backstory? It's like the origin story.
I feel like we have. I think that it would make sense for us to have a whole other like backstory for Dresley that is like it never actually happened. Like the childhood lover doesn't exist, but
do we need to roll any traits for Dresley for this fabricated backstory?
On what table? On the potato?
Either. We could do on, if you want to do another pride one, we can.
I mean, I think I think it's, I mean, we can roll, let's roll one more on, I don't know, which table do you want to do? For Dresley. Do you want to do the...
For Dresley?
Yeah, for the potato or the...
The pride one where it goes... I mean, I guess we can continue to roll in the pride one because it's a whole month.
It's a whole month. We can continue adding to the pride one, too. Also, so if anybody has any ideas for things to add to a pride table for... you know... I guess you'll see another one just now. Stuff like
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, roll a d10, please.
2.
A 2, super flamboyant. Okay. I think that fits with Dresley if he's gonna be wearing a lot of makeup, and if he's gonna be, his personality trait is that he's super confident. I think being super flamboyant just fits in there, like just like hand in hand. Yeah, I think that works out really well.
Honestly, this is like two sides of the same coin, I suppose. We have Elvira, who's very sensitive and has... I want to, in a second, to go into why Elvira's never seen a bird before.
Okay.
Are there birds in the Feywild? There are, right? There's gotta be.
You know, there's been some, like, there's not a lot of source material detailing the other planes, which sucks. And I know a lot of people have been, like, talking about going further into that.
I think there's been some... I feel like there was something released recently about the Feywild.
Yeah, no, that's where we got the... we added to our tables, we added the fairy and the rabbit folk and, hobgoblin of the Feywild. But it's only just a little, like, step in the direction of getting more information about the Feywild. Which my campaign that I made, like, was heavily connected to the Feywild. Or I tried to make it that way. And it was really hard to find, like, detailed information about it, you know.
Do you think that we decided to be faceless because of the influence of Elvis on our society, the society we live in?
Yes!
Do we live in Graceland that's not in the Feywild? Is there a Graceland that is like a Dollywood?
Oh God, I love Dollywood. What?
I mean, is there a theme park for Elvis? I need to know.
I don't think so. There's just Graceland. You can go on the rock and roller coaster at Disney.
Yeah, I think it's just Graceland. Do you think that that's where we live, and or do you think that we stumbled upon it and realized our connections? Like maybe we grew up in a more
isolated,
like maybe more kind of conservative feeling, that like a smaller town,
yeah, like tight knit group.
Yeah, so we were more quiet and wore plaid and
yeah, little farm baby.
Little farm baby. Well, maybe that, yeah, that would make sense because but I guess there were no birds. Is it possible to be is it
I told you I wrote this just to troll us.
Listen,
past
here we are,
wrote this to troll future us. And here
we are being trolled. So thank you, Kaylee, in the past.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at chat. I love Barley sounds amazing. That's all.
Okay. We ready? Go with me on this, okay?
Okay.
This is going to be trauma filled. I'm sorry.
Oh, real quick, just so everyone knows, McKaylee has a tendency to do this to every single one of her characters.
I love trauma.
Upon being told, hey, McKaylee, a lot of your characters have like a lot of trauma. Instead of being like, oh, maybe I'll try to make one that doesn't have that, she went, oh, okay, lean in.
And lean that all character the way is dead.
Yep.
Okay, but
yeehaw. Anyway, the trauma, McKaylee.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Never seen a bird, never seen the sky. This is a child who was forced into a basement, kind of like underground living situation where like they get to know like underground animals, like those that like those that like dig underground, like like rats and stuff, but I can't think of the other things that dig underground. Gophers. I don't know. Underground animals. Those are what they're mostly connected to, and that's what they do underground. They're mining. They do child labor. They were a miner most of their life because they were sold to slavery by their parents to stave off a debt, and they created this character in their head that they were like, I want this character will save me, and then they ended up becoming that. It is a mole, thank you. Okay, and then they ended up becoming that character and saving themselves.
So this also explains why we know deep speech. Like that kind of explains why we would know it. Maybe it wasn't even that we were sold to pay off a debt from our parents.
We were kidnapped by a beholder that's running an underground child mine.
Yes.
And that's why we had to become Dresley, because when we escaped, we have to hide who we are, or else the slavers will come and take Elvira back into the mines.
So we're on the run from beholder miners. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the beholder's not the miner. The miners are the kids and people who grew up underground and didn't die from mining.
Is the beholder in service to this terrible person? Or is the beholder the one who is
The beholder is the one who is running the scene, like Xanther.
Oh, so it's what did you say earlier? Who wrote that? Who wrote Xanther's guide?
A beholder mob boss.
Is this like a beholder
a rival
mining mob boss?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? This also explains why we're chaotic evil when we're Dresley.
Because we down with some killing.
Elvira's
a good child.
Elvira could never rise up against these beholder mob monsters. you're absolutely right, Haplo. Dresley has the guts
Yes.
to go up against these beholder. I don't know why it's like such a mouthful for me to say it, but I just am in disbelief that we arrived at beholder mob boss minor mob.
It's beholder mining business.
What are we mining for? Are we mining for like a lost thing, like a lost artifact that's like somewhere in a
Claire. Okay.
What?
We're mining for this lost library of a civilization that was buried like thousands of years ago. And this library is where the books that Atticus and Calypso have that it's
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I have to write a note about this, I guess.
So our two of our past characters have like evil books, and we were saying that they're connected by some kind of like evil entity, possibly former civilization buried in the rubble.
I love how giddy you are.
I get so excited when it all starts to make sense.
Everything makes sense if you make it make sense.
I know, but see, for a second it doesn't. There has to be a second where it doesn't.
I'm agreeing with you. Everything we say makes sense because we make it. Did I say that? It's fine.
We're on the same page. We got it.
I'm looking for buried library.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Essentially they're looking for the whole civilization, but specifically the library that holds the secrets to something that I guess Elvira wouldn't know. Elvira just knows, like, report things when you find it, you know? That's all that he is aware of.
I like where we're going with this.
Okay.
It explains our... I just love the idea of Dresley, like, with all of his costume and his makeup.
Because he's never gotten to, like, wear, like, colorful clothes or, like, use makeup before, so then now that he's finally, like, out in the world, he's, like, expressing himself more fully.
Yeah. So we spend a lot of time in our persona when we're interacting with people, I guess, because maybe we are worried that interacting with people, like, hold on, let me see if I can connect this.
Where are you trying to connect? Maybe I can help you out.
I'm just trying to think about... I think as Dresley we're chaotic evil because of what we had to do to get out and, like, to survive. Is that we had to, like, match those beholders. And we have strong might and we're confident as Dresley because Elvira is not. And just thinking about the origin story that we made up includes a childhood love. Like, love or crush or whatever. But I think because we've leaned so far, we had to lean so far in for this to get out of this terrible situation. We think we could go more. We think we could be a tyrant.
Yeah. We think we could find the city, but in a better way. We could run the mining operation in a way that benefits people better.
Yeah. And maybe do we think that we knew about Elvis before and that's how we came to embody this, like, type of persona? Or do you think that, like, we heard about it from someone else? Or, like, what is our connection to Elvis? Because there's gotta be one.
Maybe.
Or does it have to do with our being a druid?
That we're connected to Elvis and being a druid?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it because normally druids are like connected to nature, but if there's a way that nature is related to Elvis, is there a way that nature is related to Elvis?
How is nature related to Elvis?
I don't know.
Maybe our like parents are down there are also slaves with us. Like we're all captured from like some small village or something and like forced to put to work. And so we
Yeah,
like
or even if it's not our parents, it's at least somebody else that we know and like knew
yeah.
before.
And they like tell stories of
Oh
Elvis.
wait. Oh, this is really sad. I'm also good at making tragic backstories.
Add it, say it.
What if we were captured by our childhood crush,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't make it, but we did? So Dressley's backstory is that
She's still alive.
or they or he or whoever.
Yeah. And they're just
still.
He's just in denial that his sweetheart's not here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I hate to say that makes sense, but it kind of does. Maybe this is also the person that brought the idea of Elvis to us. Maybe who is it? Just a warlock that would get power from Elvis if he's an archfey? Who else would get power from an archfey? Maybe
you know, if they start to become a god, then you can be a cleric.
You're right. Maybe our childhood love is like their family is like devoted to Elvis for some reason, and so they talk so frequently about him that we are like, oh my gosh, this person who I really like, who I'm also stuck here with, loves Elvis, therefore
I'm related.
I am Elvira Dresley.
Obviously. Oh, man.
I think that kind of makes sense. Not everything has to make sense, but I kind of like the idea that it's like being related to Elvis would be cool and sweet and stuff, but I think not every character has to have a big like a big inspiring reason to be an adventurer. I think
this character has like 20, so I think they're fine.
There's so many.
I mean, childhood sweetheart dead, was a slave, parents are possibly also slaves.
Maybe they don't know if, like, when I say they didn't make it, maybe they just didn't make it out and they don't know if they're still there. Maybe that's a good reason for Elvira to want to come back. Find the
but they want to build up their strength and like find a group to also right.
So like after running into Addie and Calypso, who have those books or those journal things, previous characters, maybe they're Elvira is like the piece of the puzzle of like where to go to, and like has motivation to go because maybe he's scared, but also he wants to know if anything happens to this childhood crush.
Do you want to roll for a gender and a first letter of the name for this crush? Childhood sweetheart.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, roll a D6 for gender.
Okay. 2?
A 2 is a male.
Spicy
indeed.
Okay.
So their child sweetheart is male, he, him, and roll for first letter of the name. Maybe we could get a name suggestion or two.
100.
Yes, please, a D100.
27.
Wait, what?
27.
27. Oh, I thought you said 97.
Oh.
That's a G. So his name starts with a G. If y'all have any G names for men, please suggest it in the comments. And then we can pick the name. This is the name of Elvira's childhood sweetheart, who was also a slave with him in the Beholder Mines, searching for the
Beholder. Do we want to think about
the name of the mine or the name of the beholder?
If is this a beholder mining mobster? Is it do they have a group name?
They're the Watchers, because they have a ton of eyes. That's what their like group is called, the Watchers. And they just, yes, I'm super clever. And they just they run like camps like this to do like, like certain things, like underground mine operations.
Underground mining operations.
And smuggling every once in a while. You can easily smuggle stuff in underground tunnels.
Yeah.
They do some light smuggling and mining for artifacts of importance and shit. And
I want to know if we have. Is it? I think depending on where, if you were to play this character, I think it could make sense to have him still having never seen a bird before.
100%. I think that we are starting this off with not knowing what a bird looks like.
So I guess that means that we developed our druidic, let's talk about how we became a druid.
I think
of
that
all
was
things,
like
and also a shepherd.
I think maybe some of the like elders, which aren't that old. People don't live long when they're mining 24/7. So some of the like more elders of their group, probably in their like 30s or something. Medieval Renaissance times. Yeah, and they were like, we're gonna try and help you like however we can, and so they try and teach this child to like the ways of the druid.
Yeah, and I guess maybe we got our staff from one of them who was permitted a staff because they had like a bad back or something, and they needed one.
So maybe they were hiding their druidic focus as just a walking stick, but it was their wooden staff that they then gave to Dresley when Dresley emerged victoriously.
Absolutely. Do you think? Cool. My brain ended.
Brain done. I think that's a pretty well-rounded character.
This is a pretty well-rounded character. We only are missing a name for our sweetheart.
Yes, I know. Also, hey, Mark, I know the Watchers are very similar to a certain podcast, but it's where my brain went. For anyone who doesn't know the podcast, the Magnus Archives, highly recommend. Horror story podcast, very good. I cried so much. I cried a lot of things though. Cry very easily, TBH.
Yep. Yes, that is true. Michaela and I have played 3 different Monster of the Week.
Yeah, 3
kind of things.
I count 3 different characters.
And I named nicknamed my character after a childhood animal I had that passed away. And Michaela was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cry." Like, I maybe a while ago I would have, but I didn't need to. But Michaela really needed to.
Because Claire wrote a wonderful song about this animal named Mac, and it's beautiful, and it makes me cry when she sings it. And so she was like, "My name is Mac," and I was like, "Well, time to cry.
Guess I gotta cry.
Guess I gotta cry now. Fuck."
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a time. It's a time.
It's a time.
We love it. Emotions. Just kidding.
You know, McKaylee,
That's me.
we could pick the name.
We could pick the name. The only name that's coming to my brain though is George. So unless we want his name to be George, like I can't think of any other name. So, do you have any names? I've literally been sitting here trying to think of some.
Is there a spelling of George? I would need to look this up.
What about Greg?
Oh, my brain was like, is it possible to spell George a different way with a G?
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked it up, and no, that word is gorge, and it's a narrow valley between hills or mountains. So.
His name could be Gorge, cause he's digging
Gorgeous.
in the gorges. Well, also like the trenches. He's in the gorge.
Oh, that's terrible. No.
Yours was better though. I liked the gorgeous. I was thinking of just.
What if his name is just gorgeous?
His name is gorgeous.
I don't know. People name their kids lots of things.
That's fair. I know my parents did name me McKaylee. So.
These are the kind of names you get when McKaylee and I choose. So,
anybody have any ideas besides George or gorgeous or gorge? If it's gorgeous, we have to pronounce it gorgeous instead of just like gorgeous. You gotta say gorgeous. You gotta pronounce the gorge.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna make a
poll?
No. I'm gonna advocate for gorgeous, okay?
Okay.
If his name is gorgeous.
Okay.
Or something close to that. Even if gorgeous is fine. Even if it was gorge, that would be fine. But either one of those, because then Dressley calls everybody gorgeous as a trait thing that he does. And nobody knows why he does that.
Why he just calls everybody he likes gorgeous.
Is that?
That's so sad.
Hey, these are the kind. Listen, okay. We've established this that I like secrets,
yep.
And McKaylee likes to tell secrets.
Yep.
Or I like to keep secrets, and McKaylee likes to tell secrets.
I just like sharing things with the world. If there's not going to be consequences, I would like to share them.
Absolutely.
If there are going to be problematic consequences, I will not. Continue.
This is one of those small types of secrets that I would absolutely like. My character's quirk would be that they call everyone gorgeous, and no one would know why. Maybe ever, unless they run into them. Just stuff like that. I'm gonna write gorgeous down.
Do it. That's their name. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
It's really sad.
I was just thinking of I was a nanny for a summer. I've had a lot of weird jobs. I was a nanny for a summer, and the girls loved the Taylor Swift album that had just come out. What is it called? It's the black and white cover one.
You're asking the wrong person.
I know I am. I'm trying to think out loud. But there's a song where it sounds like a little baby says gorgeous at the beginning of it, and then it starts. It's called Gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called Gorgeous. And it goes, gorgeous. And then it starts.
I think it could also be that his name is Gorge. And that maybe that it was just a nickname that he called him.
Mm-hmm. He just called him gorgeous. Oh.
Yeah. So
maybe it wasn't just him that called him gorgeous, because he's not the super confident type. But his parents called him that, and so everyone was just like, "Oh, his name is gorgeous." What? Say it.
What if Elvira never had the confidence to call him gorgeous, but now as Dressley, he totally
He calls
can.
everybody
Call
gorgeous.
everyone gorgeous. Anyway, we made a character that has a kind of tragic backstory today.
We did. Let's go.
I kind of really love how Elvis has invaded our podcast today.
Oh God. Today
Gotta
is
say,
just the Elvis day.
it's pretty crazy that he has so much. Wherever he is rocking and rolling, he's here.
He's in this world. We have decided whatever world we play in, it is now a world that Elvis inhabits.
Yeah.
That is all. The end. Also
Wow.
a bunch of mini Elvises that are like brownies or sprites.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I don't have anything else to say. All right.
Oh boy.
This is incredible. This is
It's
great.
wonderful. Elvira / Dresley. You should put a slash. So like we did with Eep and Esperanza.
Oh, you're right.
So we had another character 2 weeks ago that also started with an E, and her name was
That's absolutely true.
And then Esperanza. That's why he likes Eep so much.
Oh, because he can relate.
Yeah, to having a persona.
That's pretty cool.
Mm.
I like
They're
this.
pals. They're pals.
Although I think to his closest friends, he's gotta introduce himself as Elvira Dresley.
Yeah, I think maybe in the beginning he's got to warm up to it though, like with the party. Yeah, it's gonna take a time. It's gonna take some time.
I wonder if upon, I guess this is something that whoever would be him would decide, but I wonder if he introduced himself first as Elvira or first as Dresley, or if it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
because if if they're in like a tavern or something, I feel like it would be really maybe reasonable for him to be Elvira because he's like trying not to.
I was gonna say something, but it'd be a Curse of Strahd spoiler, kind of. So I didn't want to. But you know what I'm talking about? Kind of the guy we met in the tavern, and then he met us later and he showed us his true identity. Yeah. Like we happened to run across him as one identity, and then he shows us his true identity later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, this has been super fun today.
Yes. I've laughed so fucking hard. Do we want to go back to our other?
Oh, sure. Let's do that.
You ready for some logo singing time, Claire?
Uh-huh.
Ready, steady, go, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Okay, cool.
Never will I take it seriously.
It's not supposed to be taken seriously. If it's taken seriously, then, like, fuck, I guess we're doppelgangers and someone needs to kill us. Like I said, I've been reading a lot of horror stories. My brain is fried.
Fried toast.
Toast is gone. There's nothing there.
Toast, man. I like toast. Anyway. I'm sorry.
I thought there was gonna be something insightful that was gonna come with that, or like connect back to a character, and then it was just toast. You just wanted toast.
I'll always have toast.
That's fair.
I can't believe I lived during college. I lived in an apartment by myself for a whole year, and I did not have a toaster the entire time. The fact that I did that and love toast so much is kind of weird. Thinking about it now. But I guess sometimes that's just how it happens, right?
Yeah. It just be like that.
It really be like that. Well.
Well, indeed.
Again, I love Elvira so much. I don't know how it keeps happening, but I keep loving the newest character more and more.
Mm-hmm.
But I do.
Yep. 6 wonderful, amazing characters. Oh, I just hiccuped.
Amazing.
Amazing. They're all amazing. I'm excited. If you've missed any of our previous episodes, go to our About page and click on our YouTube link. We got some other videos where you could watch and learn more about our past characters that we keep referencing, or come and hang out with us again next week. And every week, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. CST.
And I think our most recent 2 episodes are on our Twitch, but again, if you want to go back further,
if you want to go all the way back to Quilliam Qwerty, our first bud,
they are
Goblin of the Feywild.
They have such a tragic life, but we won't get into that.
I mean, I feel like their life was a lot less tragic now than Elvira's.
No, that's a good point. We didn't go into the details. Maybe if we pick some characters, we can go into the details of their tragic or not lives leading up to the point of the...
Tragic or not, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. We'll see.
Do we do character voices? Sometimes.
I am working on that. The
D&D game that we are in that is on pause right now. I'm working on my Irish accent so that I can make her Irish.
British accent because I'm a basic bitch.
Listen, our character voices might not be
I try and
they might not be precisely a specific accent, but they're different enough than our own voices to know that they are character voices.
We do our best with all. I think because we've played a bunch of different games, so we always try to do make our characters different in I at least try and give them little quirks and stuff and physical attributes. One of my characters does this a lot when she's nervous.
Something to keep in mind with our experience with D&D is that the way that we got really into it is playing with a group of actors. Our friends who are all we're all theater-y people. In some way, so we love a good character and we love leaning into the character. So
yes, we have whole sessions that are just role play.
If we play these characters at some point, they will not be Claire and McKaylee. They will be the characters.
Yes.
But yes, mannerisms. We definitely have a lot of RP only sessions sometimes.
Yep. God,
we like to I feel like when our DM when she's looking for stuff, we just pick up conversations in character.
Yeah, it's just give me a minute, I have to go look for this in the book, and we're like, okay, we'll just have a conversation in character, I guess. And we'll make something happen. It's great.
And at least McKaylee and I, we like to kind of dress up a little bit, suggestive styling stuff, because and it's also because we're all online right now. We haven't this panorama, am I right?
Woo! We love
but
it.
It makes it more fun, and you're more, for us at least, it makes it more fun.
I love to dress up. I have so many costumes. I will be dressing up whenever we play these characters on stream. I promise you.
Me too.
Yes.
Which is so I love them all so much.
I know, it's a great time.
I can't wait. Yes. We have a good time, I think.
Having a good time. Having a good time.
I say that phrase so much.
Having a good time.
I should expect.
It's just my brain instantly goes, it's the song. I gotta sing it. I gotta complete it.
Yeah, no, me too. It's also the same with Hey Now.
You're an all-star, and no one get made. That's because of Madrigal. We were in Madrigal dinners in college, in high school. We didn't know each other in high school.
There's 3 different ones. You could do Hey Now, you're an all-star, or you could do Hey Now, this is what dreams are made of.
This is what dreams Samina.
I feel like there's one more that's I always think it's funny when people
They do
start singing
different ones.
There's got to be one more. I don't remember what it is.
The first like dinner theater show I did with Claire, the song was All Star by Smash Mouth. And
yeah, we did madrigals, which our version of that was choir performances, but it also a full play with a modern song, and the modern song just so happened to be All Star.
Yes, it was great. I still remember most of the dance, TBH.
I blocked it out.
My hair was longer than this that year, and I just spin it to my partner, and I would whack him in the face with my hair every single time. It was great. I don't think he liked it. He didn't like having me as a partner.
You shouldn't say that. You don't know.
It was a time. You
know, it's whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Really love to get into a good D&D time by getting into character.
Yes. I am really excited. Our Monster Hearts characters are going to a party soon. You better believe I'm getting dressed up for that. That's my character that's dead. She is goth girl.
Yep. And that's my character that has no trauma.
We are complete opposites in that campaign, and we haven't found a way to interact yet.
No. We try to figure out ways to make, because we're such good friends, we try to make our characters interact. The first time we tried to do that,
we said these characters will be best friends, right?
And then they ended up hating each other for
absolutely
so much.
Hated each other.
Or I feel like your character hated mine, but my character tried so hard to be your friend all the time.
Yeah. Sven just thought you were a stuck-up bitch.
Yeah, but really, she just really fucking cared a lot.
Okay, well then.
Well then.
I guess. Oof.
Listen, she took care of your adopted NPC.
You know, she also kidnapped him, so...
Listen, agree to disagree. We could talk about this for hours.
We really could. Oh boy, but it is getting late, and we have been ranting for a long time about random shit.
Rambly times.
Rambly times. That is what you get pre and post stream. You get rambly times from Claire and McKaylee.
Yeehaw.
Jeez. It's a great time to be alive.
We talk about the Texas goodbye every time.
That's because we do it.
Whether or not we talk about it, I guess, we talk about it every time now.
Yeah.
But whether or not we talk about it, it always happens.
It always happens.
Means.
To our non-Texas friends.
We're really happy for everyone that came on stream. We love your names, all of them, but especially Leslie. Very good names, Haplo. Very, very good names.
Very good names. We appreciate the follow and hope to see you all next week.
Yeah. Feel free to join us because it'll be the same stuff, but with a whole different character. And maybe we'll make a new Archfey. Who knows?
The Archfey will be Florence. And
Are you you're just manifesting it right now?
Yes. Well, because Florence from Florence and the Machine and Hosier, obviously Fey beings. Like,
well, yeah, of course, but
they just are. Like, if Elvis gets to be a Fey creature in our world, I think those two are like a necessity.
They have to be. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe our character next week will be a warlock, and that'll be their patron.
Oh my god, their patron is Hosier.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We had a really great time. You can find us on the Instagrams and the Twitters and the TikToks.
Yes, We'll be making some fun character art of our Elvira / Dresley character and posting that next Tuesday. So keep an eye out for that, and there'll be some fun reminders to come and hang out with us. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Good day or night. Good time.
Good time to be alive.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.